morning. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
Hello, Christy.
Hi, chick.
She's at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Yeah.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Hey, man. Josh Arnold returned.
Hey, trickster.
The old man in the sea. There he is. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. And here's Tom Griswold. Hello, Tom. Good,
Chick, there we go.
good morning.
Just checking in. Well, first things first. Josh back from his fishing trip.
Hi there.
Great picture of you holding a massive bass.
A massive piece of bass.
Yeah. Great shot.
Got a 5-pounder before the tournament started. No money for me.
You didn't put it in a stringer and let it swim around.
No, I did not.
How do they
find out after you caught it? Would you have been in the money, or would you?
Yeah, that probably would have been about $1,000.
No kidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Son of a gun.
So how do they know that people don't catch one, put it in an aquarium, grow it for a few years,
Well, that's the long con.
Yeah, that sure is.
Wow.
or even catch one a couple days before, stick it on a stringer, let it swim in the dock, and then.
Well, I think this is a tournament that uses a lie detector test when you do weigh that heavy a fish.
Yeah.
Not 5-pound, but the winner was 8.3.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I was fascinated when you said that you could win money in this tournament. Maybe it's more than this tournament, other tournament. If you predict, or they have certain weights that if you meet the exact number, you win money. Like a 6-pounder, 6 pounds exactly, it's worth
Right,
something.
like that's why this one may have been worth $1,000 if I'd caught it in tournament, because any evens, you get like an extra $500 or something.
Well, that's cool.
And then
That's
I
real
would have
cool.
placed about 19th in that round, in between 15th and 20th, probably, the way it was going.
Wow.
And that would have paid about that, too.
I remember the thing was that just a couple years ago, I want to say it was in Lake Erie, where the guys they stuffed the fish with
weights.
Yeah.
either fillets or buckshot or something.
Well, yeah, I've heard that they stuffed them with weights, and then they got smart and stuffed them with raw fish fillets.
Yeah, the first time
Squeezed them.
So you would squeeze it.
Yeah, the first time they did filet of fish from McDonald's, which, by the way, my favorite thing at McDonald's.
Delicious.
It goes in this order: French fries, filet of fish, iced tea. That's my McDonald's order right there.
Filet of fish is in my top 5, but it's not that high. It goes sausage, egg, McMuffin.
No, see, this is a different category now. You're throwing breakfast in. You can't do that.
The whole McDonald's. You gotta take it all in. Sausage, egg, McMuffin, best thing they make.
Absolutely
then,
incredible.
Double cheeseburger. Then I'm gonna say ice cream cone,
Oh, yeah.
Ice cream cone is 4.
and then filet of fish.
Although I probably get the ice cream cones more than anything else.
Yeah.
That's my classic drive-through in the afternoon thing.
Well, you
Me too.
You are a warrior if you can get ice cream at McDonald's. That's really something.
Well, they've gotten better. I know there's kind of a whole. That's kind of like the difference between cats and dogs, or L.A. and New York now for comedians. It's the McDonald's ice cream machine. There's a whole website about that now.
I know.
You think whatever company that is, you think that maybe it's time for the president to take on that one. He's taking on everything else. Let's go after the McDonald's ice cream machine.
Nothing worse to pull up there and they go, I'm sorry, we don't have ice cream today.
There should be a sign out front,
right? Yeah.
And if you're on the freeway traveling, there should be a thing. McDonald's. I've always said there should be some of them have it where it tells you how far away the various coffee shops and fast food places are when you get off, or gas stations when you get off the freeway. But there should be a thing if there's a McDonald's with one of those gigantic high signs, you can see it from 10 miles away. There should be a special light that if the ice cream machine is working. But we're off topic. The topic, of course, is Josh's fishing trip. Was it fun? Did you have a good time?
Yeah. My 2 younger brothers couldn't make it, so it was just my older brother and I. But yeah, we had a really good time.
How did they do?
Oh, that's nice.
None of us, he and I did not weigh this time. So, but still had fun.
Whose boat is it?
Jeff's, my older brother.
Now, is this the boat that I offered to have the name painted on it? And
No, that was my brother John's. You offered it, yeah.
I wanted to have bass to mouth.
Yes.
Tom was so confused. Josh's brothers didn't want anything to do with Tom.
Yeah, you understand?
And he couldn't understand it.
A free paint job on your boat by a quality painter?
Well, you didn't say that. You just said the name would be put on.
No. I'm going to get.
Well, now this is revisionist history.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll up the ante here.
boy.
I will also my new favorite tattoo artist. We had his tattoos posted on the various Bob and Tom social media. My friend Jeremy, we were showing Josh that he's got all those horror movie tattoos in his arm.
Yeah.
They're very well done. I will commission him to make a nice bass to mouth tattoo for your brother.
Yeah, and how about all the brothers get a matching
Oh, that'd be so cool.
bass to mouth tattoo?
The Brotherhood of Tattoos.
Yeah, the
can't,
Brotherhood of
doing that.
bass to mouth.
My mom is still alive.
Okay, when she goes, God forbid, when she goes,
Yeah.
not only that, I'll up the ante even more. I'll give you each $500 if you get it in the form of a butt hat. Sometimes called a tramp stamp.
It's just stunning to me that my relationship with my mother was less, but people, I can't do that. My mother would be upset. I would not give a shit. Are you kidding me?
Well, this is
We've the four of us have given her enough.
It's nice though.
Enough
Yeah.
stress over the years. And by the way, it's her birthday. Happy birthday!
Oh,
Mom.
it is?
no
Oh,
kidding.
okay.
It's an easy day to remember.
yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
Sandy's mom's birthday.
To give you some idea, speaking of mothers, how much respect Chick has for mothers. Back in the day.
No, I have more respect for every other mother in the world.
Well, I'm not so
other
sure.
than Mine. Okay.
It used to be the green room by the old studio where we did this show.
Oh, that was more about you than about your mother.
There was a television in there. It was right next to the studio, and
yes.
there was a
And this
TV
is
set in there.
This is in the early '90s, mid '90s.
Mid 90s.
Yeah.
And in that era, you could take a television and you had to actually load the stations in, and you would put in their whatever call sign, whatever it is.
Like if Channel 3 was ESPN, you could have it come up 3 ESPN on the screen. It was
But
fascinating.
you typed it in, so you would
Right.
set up the TV.
But it only took 4 letters.
And when you work with pranksters,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. You know that, of course, most of the with a couple of exceptions, as you know, everything west of the Mississippi begins with a K. Most of there's the exception, of course, in Pittsburgh, but the larger point is, Chick had one of the channels started with a K, had 4 letters.
Yeah.
I'll let you do the math on this one.
There were also channels the station started with an F.
oh boy,
Oh, I had them all.
So you turn the TV on, and there it was staring you right in the face. My mom was visiting. It was a very great
I think I
moment.
labeled one Jizz.
Classic. Okay, no need to.
JIZZ.
Sure.
Speaking of which, we do have news in that realm for you, Josh. You missed a pretty exciting story because the racing season is here, as we all know. We have the Kentucky Derby just around the corner, NASCAR up and running, IndyCar up and running. We had a new event that was announced yesterday that I want to make sure that we let you know about. We'll tell you about it in just a second.
Okay.
Right now, I want to talk to you about your future. Maybe you're not thinking about it, but maybe you are. Maybe you're worried about what's going on with the world. Stocks go up, then they go down. Lately, they go down, then they go down, then they go up, then they go. You know what I'm saying? It's volatile. How about that for a word? If you want to counter volatility when you retire, it would be nice to have something that you can count on no matter what. That's what annuities are all about. The experts on annuities, the Silac Insurance Company. Visit them at SILAC, that's Silac, INS.com, or go to bobandtom.com. We can walk you through your entryway into the Silac Insurance Company. We're talking about not worrying about the volatility of the stock market, having your nest egg not even cracked because it's locked in with an annuity. Get all the details. Some restrictions apply. See if you are eligible by visiting SilacINS.com. An annuity from the Silac Insurance Company. Plan on it. Live on it. Once again, a special link at bobandtom.com. Find out what it's going to be like when you retire to have some extra cash besides that Social Security, if that still exists, if you know what I'm talking about. Well, thank you very much. That's the Silac Insurance Company. Coming up, we're going to enlighten Josh as to what he missed while he was gone. A couple of very important things. And also, we have a guest coming in today. He is comedian Al Jackson visiting once again. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
everybody, it's Frank Caliendo, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of stand-up dates, and I'm not sure where to put my hands right now, but this is the deal. We're going to be in places like Appleton, Wisconsin, Toledo, Ohio, Des Moines, Iowa. There's a whole bunch of them. We'll let you know how to do that on the screen right here. And why did I say we? Is that my new pronoun? No. I have a bunch of other people with me. Those people are Patrick Keene. You've seen his teeth, probably on your dentist wall. They're tremendous, very good teeth. Willie Griswold. You know why he's with us. And of course, Al Jackson.
And that's when they realized it's going to be a fun show.
It's very personal to me. I mean, actually, I'm feeling really good, at the very, very moment. I've had my cigarettes and all that. And, but this has actually been a pretty tough year. I think it's been a tough year for everybody. And my newest thing is that every time I get a piece of mail, it's bad news, no matter what. So I finally just put a trash can in front of my doorstep and just put a little note there to the mailman just saying, please deposit all mail into this and then take it out on Mondays. But so this is just sort of a song about that. It's kind of a sad song about my life. I just got a letter in the mail saying that my oh, wait, you know what? I'm sorry.
You can't do this all of a sudden?
Well, okay, let me think it out here.
You have to redo some words? We can, if it's necessary, we can take a break and you can rewrite some of the words. Are you just, now is this a Haywood moment? Are you forgetting them or are you trying to rewrite them?
Well, no, I got
There's a content issue? All right, okay.
I just got a letter in the mail saying since they didn't receive my credit card in time, there's a $40 fine, which would have been okay, except for that it caused me to exceed the credit line, and that's another $40 fine. Then I got another piece of mail saying that the balance due was drawn from my account, which caused a bunch of checks to bounce, $40 each. And the worst part is that one of those checks was for the DMV for my registration fee. So one day I was on my way to work and I couldn't find my car. It wasn't where I parked it just the day before, and then I got another piece of mail saying since the registration tags were out of date, they just towed my car away, which wasn't quite okay. I called them to explain, and when they finally put me through, they just made me wait on hold. After 40 minutes I hung up because I had to go to work, but then I realized if I don't have my car, then how am I gonna drive to work? So I got fired from my job. So here I am living in a box underneath a bridge in a quiet little town, and I take a look around and things are quite okay. I don't have any bills, and the best part is that I don't get any mail.
Henry Phillips.
There's no easy way to say this, so I'm just gonna say it. Kay, it's over. We have to break up. I'm breaking up with you. I have met somebody else. It's just better for me. Java House, peel and pour pods. I mean, you peel, all right? You pour the Java House cold brew into a cup of hot water, and in less than 10 seconds, voila. Amazingly smooth, barista quality. You don't have this. And you're a lot of work. Frankly, it shouldn't be this much work. I've stuck by you, you know that. When you were broke, it's not easy to say, but I just have to tell you, you're gross. Java House offers me so much more, not just coffee, teas, energy drinks, I appreciate you taking this as well as you are. I was worried you'd be all steamed up about this. That's disappointing. Perhaps I gave you too much credit. It's over, and I'm keeping the cats.
Java House. Amazingly smooth cold brew coffee. Enjoy barista quality coffee in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. It's effortlessly easy. In fact, the hardest thing about Java House? Well, that'll be figuring out which one of their many great beverages to try next.
You don't have to watch this.
Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshment.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Christy's here. Pat Godwin. Josh Arnold returns. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee. A couple quick things. First of all, welcome back, Josh.
Thank you.
We miss you. I was
Likewise.
so excited to see the picture of you with that great big fish.
It was fun.
Did that guy go back into the lake?
He sure did, yeah. Yeah, I got to weighed him, got a nice picture, and then let him back.
Boy, if you were on a dating website, that'd have been your cover picture. It was awesome.
That's a handsome photo.
Hot. And they all have fish pictures. You know that's.
I've heard that's the trend.
Yeah, I bet that's a big, the most likely scenario is a guy with a fish, big smile like that.
I wonder which of the dating sites, if you could kind of go through them all, which have, I know that, the guys with a truck, whatever. I was looking through one with a friend a few years ago, and this particular person ended up marrying the guy she met on Bumble. But yes, there were guys with trucks, guys with various other things. I wonder what what particular sites. I mean, do the farmers only one? Do they stand in front of the barn or
maybe?
Oh yeah, look at my big combine. Yeah.
Remember that picture that went viral? The lady put a picture up for, and you know how you hold the phone way up so it's shooting down on you, so she's looking up, but she took the picture in her bathroom, and you could plainly see in her toilet there was a fresh transaction. Oh yeah,
well, that's a very, very particular,
absolutely
Freudian slip.
She did not notice.
So sorry that I mentioned anything at all. Let's move forward. I want to remind everybody, coming up this Saturday, Diamond Joe Casino, Northwood, Iowa. Willie G, Jeff Oskey, Little Joshy Arnold, and Patty G for a great live show.
It does sound like a kid's show. Patty G, Little Joshy, Willie G.
You know something? I would argue if I could.
I know,
it is precisely the opposite.
We need like a mascot.
I wouldn't bring the kids if I were you.
No.
No, unless you wanted to learn new words.
Make it sound more. Griswold, Oskey, Arnold, and Godwin.
Oh, there you go.
I like
Yeah.
Old show right there.
Yeah.
We're taking no prisoners.
It's like those radio shows that have the voice guy. Listener will kill you. Hey, calm down. I just wanted to hear some music, you jerk. It's this Saturday. It'll be a great show. Willie G, Jeff Oskey, Josh Arnold, and Pat Godwin, the man, the guitar. Pat's got some songs for us. You missed a couple good ones, Josh.
I bet.
A couple new ones. We're looking forward to that. It's time now to review a few letters. We love to hear from you. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com, please.
It's time for letters. Tom, do you have a letter over there?
I got a bunch of them. This one I want to read just because I've never heard of this place.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you have.
We'll try and help you.
It's from Thad. He writes...
He's thumping, by the way.
It's really fun.
Well, he gets more I don't know if I'm... Oh, maybe this is a...
I hope he's from Ithaca.
Is it a joke?
Maybe it is. Is there a place called Lithopolis?
I know.
Lathopolis?
Lithopolis. Lithopolis, Ohio?
I've never performed there.
Gallipolis, I know that.
Anyway, I think I just said he had seen Willie G, Al Jackson, and Frank do their thing the other night in Columbus, Ohio. And they just had a great time at the show. Lots of love letters about that show. And Frank Caliendo will be our guest again soon. I know Al Jackson's stopping by today.
Lithopolis is not far from Columbus proper at all.
So it is a place.
No kidding.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of it.
And you grew up there and you've never heard of it.
Yeah, although where the comedy club is, it's called. They made a town
whole
popped
area.
out of nowhere. It's called Easton, and it's like they have their own police force, sort of, kind of.
Have you heard of Pickerington?
Oh yeah, I know Pickerington. Yeah.
Have you heard of Black Lick Estates?
I have not, although I'm.
Is Black Lick anywhere near Kardashianville?
I'm curious about it. I can tell you that.
Just asking for a friend. Coming up, we have.
About that ass.
Coming up, we have one of the most unusual names for a beer from a real place that is so exciting.
Does it sound appetizing, or is it?
It sounds like it sounds like the merch. I think I'm guessing they may sell more merch than they do beer. Do you have that over there, Christy?
I'm getting there,
Don't
buddy.
you think though that at some point somebody should have said, "Are we going to call it Schlitz? Are you sure?"
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I was-
ripe for.
Can we take
Blunders.
a pause? Can we put a pin in this? Schlitz?
This is the Licking Hole Creek Brewery in Goochland, Virginia.
Goochland.
You got both of them going on there. Now, do you suppose it's creek or crick?
Depends
It's
on where you're
creek.
from locally. Yeah.
Oh, it's spelled Creek, but you can pronounce it Crick if you.
I'll
Yeah,
bet
I mean, depending on where you're from. If my dad said Crick. but
Licking
he
Hole
was-
Creek?
And Tom, do you remember what the Gooch was?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's the name of the place. It's Goochland, Virginia.
Right.
It's set to reopen following a year-long hiatus. Owner Lisa Brotherton planning to reopen May 15th. Before the closure, Licking Hole had been producing around 3,000 barrels of beer per year. This time around, Miss Brotherton says the brewery will aim for around 500 barrels annually. Licking Hole Creek Brewery sits on nearly 300 acres in Goochland County.
I spent quite a bit of time reading about this place. It's beautiful there.
Beers will be sold for on-site consumption and some to go, as Licking Hole still has its canning line and bottling machine.
I wonder what a lick is in terms of geography, because it always follows something, or there's a Licking, Missouri. There's a Licking. You always hear a
French lick.
Yeah, exactly.
French lick.
There's
Yeah, you're
a
right.
Licking County, I think,
Yeah.
in Ohio.
It must be some sort of topography.
I'm guessing this was maybe the deer would all go down there, and there were places that they were, they like a salt thing.
Maybe.
It's the Licking Hole.
Maybe.
So you think it's a literal lick?
Yeah, but then Goochland, I mean, that sounds like the world's worst amusement park. And we're going to Goochland, really?
Ain't
That's
bad.
nice. That's right.
Maybe the licking aspect, the oral satisfaction just can't be denied.
This is
And they
interesting.
had to call it licking.
Well, on the map, Licking Hole is. It looks like to me it's just west of Vulvaville.
Sure. Not.
A lick can also be a small, shallow stream or water.
There you go. Okay.
There you go.
So that's. Yeah.
That would be redundant, though. A small creek.
I'm just saying.
A tiny little baby crick is called a lick.
All right. I knew it had to be something.
Huh.
So, in any event, if you're going to Goochland County, this is a place in Virginia.
Goochland sounds like a Fist City.
I'm going
Hey, pal,
to
you want to go to Goochland?
Yeah.
What's going to happen?
Was that also the name of the bully, that guy who bullied Fonzie or something? Wasn't there a Happy Days guy
There
named
was
the
like a
Gooch?
yeah, the
Maybe.
Gooch or something.
Maybe.
Oh, that's funny.
That sounds familiar.
Wow.
They couldn't just call him the Taint.
I have to call him the Gooch.
Gooch came from where? I never heard that until you told me.
I don't know. I was always a Taint guy.
You were a Tank guy?
Yeah.
Same here.
I'd always heard Gooch, even back on the track.
I've
and
always heard
football team.
taint.
Must be a Midwest
Always heard
thing.
Gooch.
Must
We
be.
called it Gooch.
For those that are completely unfamiliar with our discussion here, anatomically, we're talking about the most southern portion of most people while standing up between the front noddy and the beehole, often called the gooch.
Hello and welcome.
Ergo.
Welcome to Today in Medicine.
I apologize. The Gooch was the bully on different strokes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it when TV shows do that, and they know damn good and well what they're doing.
He had a boner on one of them, remember? What was that, Growing Pains?
Yes.
His friend was Boner.
Yes.
Boner, yeah.
Oh, there was
Which used to just mean mistake.
Yeah, boner move.
Yeah.
Those was it Kermit Schaefer albums? These classic boners. Remember they would
Ladies and gentlemen, here's our president,
Hebert Hoover. Yeah, they thought that was hilarious.
Oh, they couldn't get enough.
That was the big mistake.
I think they're all made up too. They're forced or something.
Yeah,
They reproduced.
They reproduced them. That was completely fake.
That's Kermit Schaefer.
Yeah, those
That's
were
right.
When I was a kid. That's what passed for comedy.
Yeah.
Desperate we were, he said.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't the name? I don't know. To me, what is it again? The Licking Hole Creek Brewery.
Yeah.
In Goochland. Doesn't it sound like something? What was that show called? Prairie Home Companion?
Yeah.
With Garrison Keeler. I loved that show.
We have Garrison in the studio.
We were going to call it Licking Hole. I had to change it.
Get your hands off Christy.
Well, that was an issue, but he got through that.
Leave him alone.
Oh no, I loved that show. That was great. That was great radio.
It sure was. It was wonderful.
Yes, it really was.
But, I mean, just to me, Licking Hole Creek in Goochland sounds like, well, we have a 12-year-old mayor. He renamed the town. It's Licking Hole.
By the way, be sure and see all of us at Cootie Fest.
Yeah.
right.
But honestly, I kind of wonder if this is one of those places that sells more T-shirts than beer.
Oh.
The Licking Hole Creek Brewery.
Probably.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I bet so.
All right. If you're just joining us, hey, thanks for being here. We're happy to be here. We'd like a little more sleep, but what the hell? Josh is back. It's great to see you, Josh, after his big fishing journey. We have big journeys in the news today, actually. We'll get to that coming up. But we are currently in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom program, and that's Chick McGee over there with a letter. We have more letters?
Good morning, Bob and Tom Show. Long-time listener, first-time writer. This past weekend, Andrea says, I competed in the world's largest trivia contest held in my hometown of Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
Sure.
The contest is 54 consecutive hours long, and in between questions, music from a variety of genres are played while you search for the answers. Around hour 47, we were graced with hearing the Rivingtons and Papa Ooh Mau Mau.
Oh, well, that's the first record I ever bought.
I thought of Mr. Griswold instantly.
Did she get the answer right immediately?
Days later, the catchy tunes, I don't think it was part of the trivia contest. They were just enjoying the music while they were looking up.
Oh, because that would be a great trivia question.
Yeah.
I guess so. If you're, I don't know who could answer that question other than you.
I think there are thousands of people that bought that record.
Is that right?
If you Google Rivingtons, that is their big hit.
Days later, Andrea said the catchy tune is still stuck in my tent.
And there were thousands that bought that
They're
record.
not alive
I believe
anymore.
that album went nickel.
Yeah. Keep on keeping on, she says.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And Papa Ooh Mau Mau forever.
Yeah.
The Rivingtons.
You can thank me.
Oh, no.
This is great music.
That's his favorite part.
They are pretty tight.
It's a great vocal. And I can't understand a single word.
Who's singing along with it?
She's into it.
They were a
Makes him happy,
great
let him
gospel
go.
band.
You
Come
really
on.
like that.
It's just,
That is pretty
for those that understand the origins of rock and roll, if you're not familiar with them,
Apparently the origins are nonsense.
I think in many ways there are. I mean, you know what the word jazz means, don't you?
No.
Jazz is a term
What does
for
jazz
making love,
mean?
right?
What?
What does jazz mean?
There's a similar word.
Ah,
No. They don't call it jazz. They could. These are all vague.
That is a fun song.
I'm glad they enjoyed and then, of course, it was turned into the lesser Surfin' Bird.
I prefer Surfin' Bird, but I really
like it
appreciate the
whitened up.
Is that the name of the bird? Is the word surfing bird?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then there were many variations
I
on
thought
that.
the bird is the word was the name of that song instead of surfing.
they don't say surfing bird, do they?
Yeah, Surfin' Bird.
Oh, right.
And I believe that's by the Trash Men.
That is correct.
That's what I thought.
Always wore tuxes.
Oddly. Yeah.
It's just
You never knew what to expect. Hello, beautiful and funny people. Oh, hello, Tom. It's the guy right.
Witty.
Little shade.
Little shade. Spill a little tea. I was listening yesterday, and we'll have to catch Josh up on this, but I couldn't help but be concerned about Tom talking about using those permanent outdoor grills at camping or outdoor gathering sites. We were talking.
Yeah, you go to certain parks and they already have a grill there. You to bring your own charcoal and your charcoal lighter and you go.
They're concreted, if you will, into the ground. And they're, they're ready to roll.
Sure.
It almost seems like Tom was suggesting you can use these without aluminum foil over the grill. You're asking for germs.
Not at temperature.
Putting people down for covering the grill with foil. We all know how paranoid he is. I worry that he's setting all of you up for pain.
Boy, am I hesitant to ever use those.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know what hobo just fried up or grilled up a raccoon.
Excuse me. Hobo. I got to get myself back to the 50s. Hobo.
Well, there's a certain...
Hobo's a classier way of saying
hobo.
Man who just defecated into paint can.
All right. Yeah. Hobo's easier on the ear than...
Hobo.
Homeless.
Yes.
So
much.
when you're going to make when you're going with a comedic conceit, you try not to point out the Western civilization problems.
So you're saying some poor...
Hobo has a romantic slang.
Right. He's choosing.
Yes, some poor unhoused guy cooked a raccoon on it. But I mean, with a grill, once you bring it up to temperature, you're killing everything on it.
Yeah, you kill all the germs.
Well, sure. Fine.
And Oscar said he uses them, but he uses foil. And then
I'm just wondering what, I don't know. Does anything leach out of foil when you cook on it?
Oh, my God.
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
But hey, you got to live.
We've had foil forever.
Crazy world out there.
No way to live, boy.
You have Reynolds lung caused by
worrying about plastic.
A mask and hazmat suit when he's 80.
Foil?
Okay. No, I cook my salmon in aluminum foil in my
microwave.
No. What's that thing you guys got?
Air fryer.
I love that thing. You guys talk.
What's that thing you guys got? The air fryer.
Oh, I raw dog my salmon in the air fryer.
So do I.
Yeah,
I don't know why you put it in foil.
Because
just throw it in there.
And then
depending on your air fryer.
And then can you take your air fryer apart and put it in the dishwasher?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great.
Well, but you don't want to.
Sure you do.
No, the more you cook in it, the better seasoning it gets.
Oh, really? Oh, I see.
It's like an outdoor grill.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like a cast iron.
I forgot.
You don't have the cast iron air fryer?
Yeah, when you use your air fryer, if you're not smelling last week's meals, you're doing something wrong.
Last week's nuggets.
I remember. That's why I stopped using the air fryer. It's because it was.
It's filthy.
2 days ago, the meal hung in the air. It was.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. You got to get the right one.
I guess I need a better ventilation system.
I
keep mine on the deck.
That's a good call.
It's immersible. Nice. Well, I think we've managed to not stay on a single topic for more than 3 minutes. We may have a record.
Letters too, come on.
We sure do. We have a lot of interesting things going on. Christy, help me here. When is Mother's Day?
May 11th, which is coming up really soon, since it's less than a month away, actually.
Aha.
Well, you guys have fun with Mother's Day.
I don't have to worry about it.
You have daughters. They have mothers.
Yeah, that's true. I do.
Oh yeah, I gotta. Some about
there you go.
A gift.
But they're aware that. They're aware.
Well, Steven Singer knows that.
The word détente, same thing.
I'm not sure what that means.
You mind your business.
Steven Singer Jewelers has something special for moms out there. The limited edition 24-karat gold-dipped Blue Moon Rose.
Blue Moon.
Do we have, what happened to the one we had in here? The Blue Moon Rose, it's an actual rose dipped in 24-karat gold. It's an exclusive from Steven Singer Jewelers.
I think we ever had a blue.
There's a limited number of them, so limited that we can't find ours.
Yeah.
A gold-dipped rose. And this is, it comes in like a beautiful box with a nice card. And it's a real long-stemmed rose. How can I make this more clear? And it's dipped in gold, but it's kind of obviously it's blue. It's a beautiful color, kind of a turquoise blue. And these things last forever, of course. There's the full lifetime guarantee from Steven Singer Jewelers. Shipping is free, of course. And it's got Steven's famous lifetime guarantee. Now, I always say, if you're really smart, you're going to get that At Last bracelet.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Little diamond bracelet. Dangle it from the rose. And then you'll be writing me a letter on Monday going, I'm almost too worn out to write you, Tom, but thank you. I thank you very much. I need some lotion, I'm going to take the day off. That's what I'm promising. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll get love and lust from Steve. Wait a minute, doesn't say that. IHateStevensinger.com is the place. Tell Steven we said hello to his dog, Buddy. IHateStevensinger.com. I recommend the bracelets. Real diamonds, of course, from a real jeweler, not the fake stuff. IHateStevensinger.com. Lifetime guarantee, et cetera, et cetera.
By the way, the whole love and lust thing goes for if you're buying these things for the mother of your children.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Good point.
Not your daughters.
Right.
See,
we're pushing Mother's Day.
Yeah, see, my mother is deceased, so...
well, were she alive, I'd like to think.
Yeah.
There would be no lust involved.
Hey, wait, hang on one second, Jason. Edit the bejesus out of this last announcement.
No, he says I'm sending it as is.
And speaking of love and lust, we have to come back and bring Josh up to speed. Yesterday, a lot of talk about shoe dangling yesterday.
That's quite a thing.
I had never heard of dangling.
Not aware of that. I can't dangle my shoes.
Shoe drops. Boy, oh boy.
Really?
It's about it not dropping it away.
Yeah.
Reckless.
Okay. Well,
So hot.
It's a risky business.
I'm certainly not itching. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
Even the title, Love Actually, and none of it could actually ever...
I just pulled a muscle. Also been watching Love Actually again. That's a big debate in this room, by the way.
Josh, correct me if I'm wrong, Josh.
Josh hates that movie.
No,
It's
Josh
flawed.
loves it.
It's flawed.
Yes.
It is utter garbage. But it's hard for me to get mad about it. I mean, it makes a lot of people happy.
I think you said I don't care about any of these people.
No one is real in that, and that's the. I could go. I really am thinking about doing like an hour and a half podcast about why it is absolutely so bad and why its thesis is a total lie.
I like the idea of you. I like the idea of you doing that podcast because that'll take 3 or 4 people to put that together, and they won't be on the roads in my way.
It's not a documentary.
Well, here's the problem. It's bookended with real people meeting in an airport.
Right.
And then the thesis is, now I'm going to show you some more examples of real love, and it's the fakest BS you've ever seen. That you can't do that. If they hadn't done that. If the movie, and even the title, Love Actually, and none of it could actually ever...
I just pulled a muscle.
I'm so sorry.
We'll be back. We'll be back with more of the Bob and Tom Show.
My fake anger may have just gotten me fired.
I think my ACL just tore. Jason, did I get it in time?
Not even in there.
If you want me to stay, I'll be around today.
What y'all miss this on?
Fresh, I think. I'm not sure. I got it off the green.
What's the name of that song?
If you want me to stay.
Oh, God.
And you got to say it just like that.
Josh.
It's not fun.
No more Love Actually talking.
I'm so sorry.
You know what? If we watched that together, you would be amazed and possibly disgusted. I can't. This is a true statement, and I might cry. I can't watch it anymore. I can't.
It makes me
it does
cry
too.
too.
It makes me too emotional.
Me
Makes me
too.
so emotional. I can't tell you.
It's very sweet.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes, it's very sweet.
Although I initially did as well had a problem with Hugh Grant dancing around whatever the hell he was dancing around. And I don't
love
care for the
them.
Pointer Sisters. Don't care for it. But
Yeah,
you know.
he's playing in one room, and all of a sudden he's dancing around the house. You
Yes.
can't hear the music anymore, Prime Minister. What are you dancing to?
So you've got a problem with housewife sound
But don't
system.
you like the old guy, Bill? What is it, Nighy, whatever it is?
Yeah.
Singing away, and then the
No, not really.
no.
You don't like speakers all throughout the house?
There are. That's never. No, that's not what's happening.
All right.
You don't think 10 Downing has a pretty good speaker system?
It's never established in the movie.
I think one could assume that 10 Downing Street might be the
Now, keep in mind also
most heavily wired
that Josh
building
is
in all of England.
one of the top three foremost authorities on horror movies.
Yes.
Yes.
And you're.
I love a lot of garbage. So do keep that in mind.
That's another chapter title. I got to start writing these chapter titles down. I love a lot of garbage.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
This is one that I wish to God somebody would have shared this information with me when I was a younger lad. It would have saved a lot of pain and suffering.
I see.
You know. And, never use Willem Dafoe as your safe word. That's a name that is easy to forget. Don't say he looks like Dennis Leary or list the movies he was in. You'll only feel her riding crop cut into your skin. Even if you remember Willem Dafoe is your safe word. Willem is a tough word to pronounce. 'Cause it sounds just like you're saying Willem Dafoe. When there's a ball gag in your mouth.
Okay, let's dialing in Tokyo.
Tuning in Tokyo.
Yeah, you want the alliteration?
Oh, sorry.
Dialing is an older phone.
Keep listening.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I hope, we live in a world of I can't wait. I'm excited for Pat maybe doing a song this time.
Oh, I'm excited about that too.
All right, there's Christy and Josh is back. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee. We have the presence of Josh back in our studio after his big fishing trip. He caught a 5-pound bass. Very exciting.
Yes, and then a couple of smallies.
Okay. We are once again reporting for duty from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, where Christy Lee is going through stacks of news.
Yes, sir.
At the Silac Insurance News Desk, we're going to get a couple more letters in. What have you got over there?
Hey, crew. Jason starts.
Jason.
This past week, I found myself braving some of Tom's no scenarios. First, I noticed an armored truck outside of a CVS, so I decided to walk in and buy a Coke. The next day, I found myself needing to fill up my car, so I stopped by Shell to gas up, and sure enough, gas tanker was on site doing its thing. I'm happy to announce, Tom, I survived both scenarios.
Yeah, well, 9 out of 10 times you survive.
But I tell you this, Tom, we are kindred spirits. I will not use an elevator if it's not an Otis.
Brand loyal. That's what they call me.
Happy Tuesday.
When they lower me down into my grave, it better be an Otis elevator lowering device, if there is such a
I don't know that they do that, but
did you see the story last week, Josh? Were you here when they dropped the guy into the hole and the guys went with him?
No.
the pallbearers fell into the hole.
Pallbearers, they approached the hole in the ground and they slipped.
Holy cow.
And they
Exactly.
One guy fell under the casket and the casket was on top of him.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Knocked out.
The boards around, you know how they have the boards around the actual
Yeah.
grave? They gave way.
Yikes. And
Yeah.
they all spilled into it.
Yeah.
That's
One poor guy face down, unconscious under the casket.
That's brutal.
Face down, ass up, Josh.
Oh.
Wearing a nice suit. Briefly. Okay. Let's get back to our letters.
Briefly.
Dear Bob and Tom Show, I was driving to meet my brother, and he texted me to find out how far away I was. I looked up, and I had just passed.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. DeForest, Wisconsin.
And the list keeps getting...
He responded, DeForest, is that by DeField?
Sometimes you can't see DeForest.
For the trees.
For the trees.
He says, please tell Chick to keep posting pictures of himself as a chubby child.
I found a bunch of them. I was in the garage doing something. And
That's from Dennis.
Those are cute, man.
Oh, yeah. Well,
you were a cute kid.
You had some cute...
chubby photos, too?
Chubby photo.
Yeah.
That one when you were in the tub, that was hot. I mean, really, really cute. How old were you? Yeah,
not that chubby in that photo, but it was
Yeah.
enough for Instagram to... I got suspended for like 3 days or
What
so.
the heck is that?
Crazy.
A picture of me and I'm holding myself so you can't see anything.
Right.
But I guess Instagram's algorithm didn't know it was me.
He's on a list now.
Oh, I thought you were just posting pictures of...
Yeah, some young boy in a tub.
Some Yahoo.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on out there.
I don't want to know.
I was at a swimming meet and was asked to not take pictures.
What?
Whoa. Oh, okay.
That's
I mean, what are you going to do?
Actually, I would not have a problem.
I know, it kind of makes sense now.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that also.
I would be the
My
guy
daughters were in the swimming meet.
I would go up to you and go, stop taking pictures, please, sir. Absolutely.
That's a little paranoid.
Well, I'm just saying, man.
All right.
Yeah, in that case, be a little paranoid.
What have you always said about paranoia?
I had my shirt on. The fact that I was wearing trousers, I don't think should have been bothering any of the parents.
People need to mind their own.
Yeah.
Always said the morgue is full of people who weren't paranoid enough.
Of course, yeah. Would you like a donut? This is from Rick in Kansas City, USA.
Oh, Rick.
Rick writes, when asked about the comfort of his new car, my dad said, if it was any better, it would make my butt grin. Well, that's a new one on me. Another fan of the Caliendo Cartel show. People enjoyed that, and Frank and the boys are going to be out doing some more shows. We'll tell you about that. In fact, Al Jackson will be our guest a little later. Hello to JD in Galion, Ohio. Have you heard of that one, Chick?
Galion.
I have. I'm not sure. It might be around Columbus. I don't know. Galion. Or am I thinking of a former sporting goods store? Galion.
Oh, I love that place. Christy,
Yes, sir.
we're going to need to get a story from yesterday out
Okay, got it.
to explain this to Josh.
Which one do you want, buddy?
This comes to us from Kevin. This involves the racing yesterday.
Like a foot race?
No, it wasn't a foot race. And Josh missed this, and many did, so I want to review it. This comes to us from Winchester, Kentucky.
Winchester, Kentucky. I hope you all did that.
You're bringing me down.
Now, do you have the story?
Racing?
Sperm racing.
Oh, that was Chick's story.
I don't have it.
Okay. Oh, I'll have to-
Sperm racing?
I can look at that.
I got it.
Does it require
The motility of sperm.
Actually
and
gonna
it does
be-
require a microscope.
And you're able to bet on it.
Do they swim straight or are they kind of all over the
I
place?
thought they were all over the place, but
okay, here we go.
Of course not.
I got it. Here's
A new sport is coming to Los Angeles. A startup recently announced the launch of the world's first live sperm race. According to the media outlet Traded, the startup known simply as Sperm Racing raised $1 million at a kickstarting effort to put up the first sperm race. 4 men behind the idea, and they said this is going to be the sporting event of the future.
I can't imagine.
Sperm racing website's manifesto cites a worldwide decline in male fertility as the catalyst for the idea. Male fertility is declining like a lot, the manifesto states. So
it's true.
But you could see how.
Yeah.
I envision the 4 guys in a circle, and the winner gets the cracker.
He's confused about sperm and the way that sperm is projected.
It's not a completion race.
No, it's not.
So they take then the active swimmers.
Yeah, and you look at them and they race.
And so they're being projected. I can't
get the jerseys on them.
First, a microscopic. Laugh it up. A microscopic racetrack for the 2 sperm samples to compete is going to be constructed.
What?
The course mimics reproductive system and includes chemical signals, fluid dynamics, and synchronized starts. Every move the sperm makes is tracked by a high-resolution camera and live streamed. There'll be stats, a leaderboard, and instant replay.
Now, leaderboard, is it LITER?
That's the kind of quantity they need to. So that leads to our letter.
Leaderboard. With a little tiny sperm flipping the cards.
Kevin, once again, from Winchester, Kentucky, writes, I don't know if you heard about this one, but 2 sperms swimming next to each other, and one of them goes, I wonder how much longer until we reach the eggs. The second sperm looks around and says, I'm not sure. We're just passing the tonsils.
Oh, boy, that's taking the long way.
Take a long way home.
Wow.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Kevin. I don't know if this is legit.
Legit. That's funny to me because that's slang for you know what in Philadelphia.
Legit?
JIT is.
Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting.
Really?
Yep.
I've heard spooey. Anybody else hear spooey?
If you were to say, people are laughing back in Philly who are listening.
What about gleat? You up to speed
I've
on
heard
that?
of
Never
gleat.
heard that.
Gleat?
No.
What about ball snot?
Yeah.
All right, I've had enough.
Oh, you got your first warning.
Where are you on man milk, Tom?
Josh.
You know where I am?
Gagoo?
Ready to go.
Okay.
Once again.
Right, we're ready to go. Down the stretch.
By the way, Josh, if one of the little sperms breaks their tail off, they have to shoot it right there in the track.
Oh, that's always heartbreaking.
Oh, yeah, isn't that terrible? They put a little tent up.
That really is.
Like we don't know what's going on.
Yeah, bring out the forklift.
I got my money on semen biscuit.
See, I told you it was worth it. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Greatness isn't given. It's earned. It starts from the ground up with every step, every move, every moment. Because when the game is on the line, you need the best. The new Sport Athletic Performance insole from Orange Insoles. Stability, support, dominance. Orange Insoles, because greatness starts from the ground up, even when you're sitting down.
Lavelle, you have, I believe, your wife's dog, the Shih Tzu?
Yeah, it's a Shih Tzu.
Okay.
Japanese for crap through the house.
You were saying you wanted to get a new dog, so we were giving you some dog tips. Now, I'm a big fan of the Golden Retriever.
Oh, man.
Maybe I could see you with a Golden Retriever.
No, man, that's not a black dog. I'm sorry. Them Golden Retrievers need love. Black dogs, we chain them to a tree, with a truck chain, and you ever see at the real black people house, the dog be running around the tree on the truck chain. He don't even bark no more. He just yelling, help, 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 help. Somebody give me some help. Call the dog whisperer. Give me some help. We don't take our dogs to the doctor. Come on, man. But it's just the thing about it. I want a dog. I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? You know, if I'm gonna have a dog, I want a man dog.
You
you
need a
know?
Rottweiler.
Yeah, you know, Rottweiler, a pit bull, a mastiff, or a mutt mixed with Rottweiler, pit bull, mastiff, a little mountain lion in him. You know, I can't pet him, but he scared me to death. But I take him out anyway. You know, because like that, I'm looking at this. I'm thinking of this. You know, we in 2010. You don't know what's gonna happen. I might be the last man on earth, like I Am Legend. You know, and I don't want to be out here as I Am Legend and got a Shih Tzu as my guard dog.
It's not going to eat zombies.
Right, he's not going to eat zombies or demon dog. He's going to jump in my pocket. Do something. Do something. They're messing up my coat. You lousy Shih Tzu.
But you dip a zombie in grape jelly.
Hey, I don't know how. Hey, let me tell you something. I'm going to eat him before he eats me. Especially if I'm the last man on earth. Who he going to tell?
That's right.
You know, but I mean, you know, I don't like German Shepherds, but I want a dog that people scared of. And see, I live in a Studio City in California where it's dog lover haven. Dogs walk around with sweaters on, and you know they got bottles of water. You got to pick up they poop, man. Come on, man. I'm glad my dog little. Poop ain't that big, you know, because I mean, if he pooped like some of these dogs, I mean, a mountain of poop, and they got to shovel it up into a little plastic bag. I mean, and the dog look like you better get it before you get a ticket.
Well,
You know,
in your case, obviously, since your dog does it primarily in your home,
right. Well,
Yeah,
but I mean, he don't do it in the house no more because I laid down the law.
Oh, did you now?
Yeah, that's what.
How'd that go?
That's what newspaper subscriptions
Sounds like there was an incident.
It was his butt was sore. I'm gonna let you know that.
Here's what you do.
Yeah, right. I mean, I know, you know, people are dog lovers, and you don't want to be offending nobody. Like, oh my God, because people treat dogs better than they treat adults. You know, I'm for real, man. I was watching Animal Planet one day, and there was a guy out in the water drowning, and there was a dog out there drowning. And they threw a life preserver out there, and they say, "Put it around the dog. We'll get you next." People love dogs, and my neighborhood, I want to shake it up, you know, because I live there's all these nice looking dogs running around. They all walking around, bougie little uppity dog show dogs. I want to have an animal that ain't nobody gonna, you know, be able to feel safe around, like
You
a
want a
hyena,
big ugly dog.
like a hyena, or something, or a baboon. You know, a baboon, you have a baboon on a leash.
No, yeah.
Oh my God, that would freak somebody out, because a baboon not only will eat you, it will grab hold of you and eat you while you're looking at you. Right, that's a pet.
Wow. I want a pet I can fight off.
Those scare me.
I'm like, bad shockma. I don't want no cutesy wuzzy dog. I mean, my dog got to be able to do something. I'm sorry. I mean, my dog, the dog we got now, he's just
doesn't do
pathetic.
anything.
He don't know no trick, but he know how to get the food.
What's his name?
Big Larry.
Big Larry.
Of course. What else would it be? What does he weigh?
He's a little pipsqueak dog. He's a little, I mean, he's probably about 9 pounds.
Okay, Big Larry.
Big Larry, yeah, we call him Big Larry. I just kind of gave him a big name, you know, since he was a little.
Trying to help him out a little bit.
Yeah, he's a pet shop dog. You know, I hate pet shop dogs. I like Humane Society dogs because they appreciate you when you come in there. Them dogs put on a show for you, man. I mean, you talking about the chorus line. Please take me home. They about to kill me.
Miami, Cincinnati, Boston. I mean, it's
I got you.
But no Houston?
no Houston. Not according to this.
Hello there, Houston. Hello there, Houston.
Whatever.
But he wants me to stop this. Don't do that. That's irritating. Don't ever make that noise again. I can't make Houston all that noise. If you make that noise.
No, yeah. Stop slide whistling. People can't hear Houston and hello there.
Hatbox.
We're watching a show breakdown. Nervous breakdown.
June 21st,
By the show.
2018. June 21st, 2018. Houston. Hello there, Houston. Hello there. Houston.
I wish we had all a team of men in white scrubs come in and drag you off while you're just Houston. Hello there.
We're going viral.
Tighten up. Breaking away.
Yeah, and then they inject you. They inject you with something.
1936. Beatles. That's so. John Candy!
As they inject you, it's Houston. Hello there.
Happy summer solstice, everyone. Longest day of the year.
Oh, my stomach hurts.
As opposed to making $1,000 in cash from Q95 with Pit Stop Payday starting at 9 today. Thank you very much.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Silac Insurance News Desk. It's Christy Lee. There's
Hi.
Pat Godwin.
Hello, chick.
I think, Pat, did you hear that? That's the performer in Pat. You can't stop him. He's
Well,
ready.
I'm used to projecting on the theater stage.
That's where you
I'm not used to these microphones that pick up everything.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's where you come alive.
I do. Project in the back of the theater, boy.
Belled it to the cheap seat.
Like Ethel Merman did.
Josh Arnold. Hi, Josh. Welcome back.
Thank you. I'm feeling particularly alive today because I'm going to break the rules.
What are you doing?
If
You're not going to pay your taxes?
Oh, that's all done and well. That's all.
Oh, sorry.
I did the standard thing on the check. I wrote choke on it. And,
yeah.
That's going to come back and bite me on the ass.
Some hardworking man, woman, all they're trying to do is do their job, and you go choke on it.
You're defending the IRS right now.
Well, yes, but it is a person who's they are just doing this.
I have a feeling you're not joking about that. You actually write that. Am I correct?
I have. Okay. I did not do it this year.
Okay, fair enough.
In the interest of not having
right. I went,
a cellmate.
Why am I playing with matches here?
I really took my time this year, too. I haven't mailed it out yet. I'm doing it tonight.
Extension.
Sometime around midnight or something.
Love that word, extension.
Do the TV stations still do the thing where they have the reporter at the post office?
I hope so.
That's a standard. Yeah, I hope so, too.
So many people just do it electronically now. It's
What? You can do it electronically?
Is it a digital world out there?
What are you talking about?
Can you send an email?
Maybe they send a reporter next to some guy at his computer. Ready? Got the camera on my finger. Click. Okay.
The rule I'm going to be breaking today.
Oh, well, yeah. What is that? I'm sorry.
In my car right now.
Right.
I've got a lot of stuff for the old dumpster here at work.
Can't be.
Yeah,
Let
baby.
me tell you something. That you will cause quite the ripple of trouble if you start doing that.
I ordered a weeder. It's called Grandpa's Weeder, and it's a long pole, and it's got this little thing at the end, and it bites the weed in the ground and pulls it right out from the root. It's fantastic. I love that.
So you brought the box?
The box was massive. I mean, it's like a TV box that they put this thing in.
That is a whole new thing about our world.
Yeah.
Have you ever ordered something and you order something and it's the size of a stick of butter and it comes in a box that would have held a Magnavox console TV a few years ago?
Magnavox.
I guess
That's a great brand name.
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody will come to the door and go, I wonder what this is.
Yeah.
And then you shake it and
my pills?
There's a lot of room in here.
Did you have any idea that we'd all eventually work more or less at a warehouse breaking down boxes?
No.
That's a saying one of my old bosses would say. He would open up a box, and if there was so much empty space in it, he would go, fresh Wyoming air. He just assumed the factory was in.
Now, if you do get any with that bubble pack, especially the big bubble pack, save it for me.
Oh, you like to pop it?
Oh, the girls love that.
Oh, okay.
And nothing is. And then I have an office chair that has wheels on it.
It's rare these days.
You get in the office chair and then you run the bubble pack.
I have tons of bubble back. I'll be sure to bring some in.
Oh, it's great.
So I also have a long tube that a new rod came in. And so
fishing rod.
Yeah.
No, it's a replacement penis.
Not a book depository rod.
I'm fascinated by Grandpa's weeder, so it really works, huh?
Yes.
So if I go online,
it's been around since 1913.
Yes, an ancient tool.
Can I order one as well?
Yeah, you can.
Grandpa's weeder?
I'm looking at it right here, $35.
Now, is there a company called Grandpa's Weed that has some old stoner hippie that's like a really gifted marijuana grower?
Yeah, maybe remember old granddad, the booze or whatever that booze was.
Grandpa's cheese barn in Ohio. I love.
And it is a cheese bar?
Yeah, huge cheese bar.
Nice.
Oh, nice. I'm sorry. Oh, so we
I
were
was singing your song "Smells Like Weed" all day.
But here's the
yesterday,
thing. I don't abuse the dumpster. I think I'm okay, right?
No,
These are
you're
two
fine.
things.
It's just two things.
All right.
They put out a memo like every third week, and then they have a meeting about people putting things in the dumpster.
I'm not one of those Toms. I mean, one of those people that shows up on a Sunday with a bunch of stuff and throws it in there.
Oh, you never feel more.
Yeah, but I come in on a Sunday and work. That's the quid pro quo, if you will.
Grandpa's weeder, the original stand-up weed puller tool with a long handle, easily remove weeds without bending, pulling, or kneeling.
That's right. It's magic.
Grandpa's weed.
Big fan. Yeah, thumbs up from me.
Now, where was I? I've lost my place. We were. You got your taxes done.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. You?
No, he always files.
Are you quarterly?
Yeah, and I actually they're done.
Oh yeah, good.
What?
Good. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, you got to get them done. You get fined. You know, if you file for an extension, of course, you have to estimate what it is and pay that in advance.
The old shell game.
Yes,
that's what it is. No, file for an extension. Well, I still have to send everything in and. Yeah, but you filed an extension.
Jake Johansson had the best bit on taxes ever. He said, essentially, the crux of it was, hey, you owe us all this money. By the way, you have to figure it out.
Right.
And if you don't do it right, you go to jail.
That's it.
Yeah, yes.
That's the definition of the onus being on you.
Right. You're right.
Yeah. Good luck, pal.
To me, it's a 2-sentence tax code. That would be my ideal. I'll vote for anybody.
Here's what you made.
Yeah.
Pay this much.
15.
Game over.
Everybody on the planet
15%?
I'm going to go 12. Pays 12%.
All right.
No write-offs. That's it. That's what are we doing? 12% of what you make.
We're employing hundreds of thousands of accountants.
Are there any
the world needs
countries-
ditch diggers too.
Are there any countries that do that?
I don't know. Hopefully this will be the first. I'm not interested in the hundreds of thousands of people that work for the IRS. You kidding me with that?
It's down to about 50.
That's your reason for not doing it?
No.
What's wrong with you? This is the second time you are angering.
I'm fully in favor of a flat tax. Whatever works. I just know that let's see. I get up every morning at 3 a.m. and I haven't.
Have a little jam.
I haven't. A penny of the money I've earned this year has yet to come to me. It's all going to the IRS.
You know what though? That makes you a nice person.
Yeah, that makes me.
Said the guy benefiting.
I like
from
paying my fair share.
Is that right?
How about paying your unfair share? Let's move forward here. We have Chick McGee at the Bob and Tom Sports Desk.
Just
What's happening?
One more letter, and it kind of is about sports. Before we get to actual sports, this is from Brock.
Hey, Brock.
Hey, Brock.
My first crush was a Brock.
Is that right? Was he a weightlifter, football player?
No, I was really young. He was
he hard
visiting a
candy?
neighbor in like 5th or 6th grade. He went to Green Bay. That's why I loved the Packers, because of Brock.
Did you call him old hard candy?
No, I was a kid. He was like,
You're rock candy, baby. Little Montrose for that ass, Tom?
Hi, everybody.
Nice. I love Montrose.
There's a 6-lane bowling alley at the French Lick Resort where you get to keep your own score with a pencil.
there you go.
Have a good day,
Awful.
Brock.
Sounds awful.
No, I was just discussing. I was wondering if there were any of those left.
The big pencils, Josh, she's talking about.
And you get the big pencil, they're kind of soft. And you could doodle on the.
Tom said the decline of bowling in general in America
We lost the big pencil.
started with the computer score.
I don't want people walking down the aisle looking up and going, boy, these guys really suck. Everyone can see your score.
What do
I
you
think people mind their business.
This is one of Tom's things. He thinks everyone's looking at him.
They're not.
They're not. Nobody cares.
Delusions of grandeur, they call it.
No, I'm just saying.
We're worried about what other people think all the time.
First of all,
So this tells us that you do this.
of course,
His favorite game is, hey, look at this guy.
No, I just think that we're dumbing down our culture by not forcing people to learn how to do bowling scoring. Because it's so incredibly confusing.
It is.
That's why math
confusing.
scores are down?
Yeah.
Bowling. Okay. All right. Maybe you're right.
That'd be funny if in the SATs, they actually out of nowhere they had, you're in the 7th frame.
I'd love that.
You have, in the 6th frame, you had a spare. You just bowled a 9.
Steve is working on the turkey. And
Even worse on the 10th frame, though. If you
Oh yeah, that's
really good.
Yeah, I never could figure that out.
You're so grateful for the computer.
Yeah, automatic 40. But yeah, now you've got the computer. But there was a stage, I mentioned this, I don't know if you're aware of this, Josh. There was a period of time in which some of the bowling alleys had what was essentially an overhead projector.
Yep.
So you were doing it by hand, but it was showing it up on top.
Gotcha. I've only heard tell of it. I never experienced.
Yeah, it was a brief moment in our culture. sort of like the 8-track player. There was a little window.
It was a magical time
when those joyously awful, inefficient 8-tracks were out there. Once again, we have not gotten to sports, but we will get there shortly.
Must have talked about one of the, I think, most exciting Masters that
we did.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Yes.
Rory. Yeah, Rory.
Boy,
Did you see any of it, or were you fishing?
I did get to, because every day the tournament would end at 3, and so my brother and I got to go in and watch the final, 10.
Were you here when Chick told us what the announcers can and can't say? That was so exciting.
They can't say rough.
They can't say they have to say bunker instead of sand trap.
Right.
They can't say country club.
Rough is called the second cut.
There is no rough at the
I
Masters.
noticed that. Yeah, yeah.
And also, I found out that there's an actual federal law that all golf broadcasting has to have a foreigner, preferably with a South African, English, or Australian accent on the microphone.
That makes sense.
And they have to talk very quietly.
I mean, golf is not an American sport.
It's not.
Yeah, they would have to be something like,
I beg your pardon.
well, Byron.
Golf was invented in Springfield, Massachusetts.
Little before the Scots?
Yes.
Wow.
In 1840.
And then one of them moved to Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they took it to Scotland.
We need to.
And the famous incident.
We need people.
There's the famous incident in which he fell off the ball washer. That hurt.
Well, that really does look like you're playing with yourself.
Yeah.
You get the right angle, and it's like, what the hell's he doing?
If you could, if people from another planet could come here and go golfing the first time, they'd start laughing at the ball washer.
This is the funnest day of my life.
Is there anybody?
It looks like Deldorf is jacking it.
Go, Dildorf, go.
Is there anyone upset that there's a woman announcer, but she couldn't play there? Is that the case?
I think they do let you play now, but it was forever, man.
It took a while.
Ladies can't play there now. Okay.
I'm going to say it was only like 10 years ago they let them.
Wasn't Condoleezza Rice like the first woman to ever be?
Oh, no kidding.
A member.
Could at Augusta? Yeah.
Could be.
Gotcha. I take that back.
Boy, I've got a great joke I can't do.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Please.
I know what it is.
I know you do.
I can guess.
Is it between the two?
No, it's
Not that she's a woman. So what could it be?
Oh, I know.
but it's a golf joke. It's got birds in it. Two of them.
Just say something about good old Java House.
Hey, you know something? They say the revolution will not be televised, but it will be on the radio. Thank you very much. Little Gil Scott Heron for you.
Somebody make a Java House drink right now. I want to see it. Go ahead.
Okay.
All right.
How's it prepared?
This is the revolution in coffee, the revolution in office coffee, and I'm being tapped in the shoulder. It's not just coffee, Tom, you idiot.
Josh is
it's
advancing
tea.
to the Java House.
I should know that because I am drinking. I love the Java House black tea. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah.
I'm kind of in the summertime. I'm about to have Java House iced tea in just a few minutes.
Oh.
What is Java House all about? Well, it looks like this. If you're watching on the YouTube, it looks kind of like a Keurig cup. It's a little bit bigger, and you don't have to put it in a machine. You just peel the top off, pour it in your glass, your cup, ready to rock. And if you want it hot, you put in hot water. If you want it cold, you put in some cold water, perhaps some ice. And it's not just coffee. It can be tea, as I mentioned, lattes, energy drinks, hydration drinks, and, of course, Josh's favorite. Go ahead, Josh. You tell him.
Oh, the hot cocoa's to die for.
What do you got over there, Josh? What did you pick?
Colombian medium roast. This is my favorite of the brews.
Nice.
Java House is, once again, revolutionizing coffee at the office. It's going to be, you're going to save money, You're not going to be putting the Keurig thing, which is a germ machine. You don't have to use that baby. And you can get 25% off your order if you use the code Bob and Tom. One big long word, BOBANDTOM. Go to javahouse.com, see what I'm talking about.
These have really altered our breaks here because it used to be everybody was standing in line. The Keurig would take a good 4 minutes per cup.
Ridiculous.
And we only get 6.
I know.
Somebody was out.
So now we can all have barista quality coffee like that.
So in an odd way, this explains why there's less urine on the floor in the men's room.
Yes, less rushing.
Yes, that probably. This is the Jason second commercial today. You got to edit out almost all of it. Okay, you're welcome. That's Java House. It's the Revolution, and the Revolution is not being televised. It's being
don't do that.
Radiovised. That's a good song.
Don't do that.
Okay, Java House, the official coffee and the official refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show, and we are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey everybody, it's Frank Caliendo, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of stand-up dates, and I'm not sure where to put my hands right now, but this is the deal. We're going to be in places like Appleton, Wisconsin, Toledo, Ohio, Des Moines, Iowa. There's a whole bunch of them. We'll let you know how to do that on the screen right here. And why did I say we? Is that my new pronoun? No. I have a bunch of other people with me. Those people are Patrick Keene. You've seen his teeth, probably on your dentist wall. They're tremendous, very good teeth. Willie Griswold. You know why he's with us. And of course, Al Jackson.
And that's when they realized it's going to be a fun show.
I haven't seen you much the last few years because you are like me and you have some young children. My youngest right now is 1.5, and I've got a 4.5. What are yours?
The wife and I were about 18 months into a pregnancy scare. And it's
boy or girl scare?
This is a girl scare. It's getting downright horrifying. I got to be honest with you.
So she's not even one yet?
She's going to be one next week, and I got a boy that's going to be a 3-year-old.
Perfect. Greatest age of all time. It's like having a talking dog.
Yeah, but if the dog didn't do anything you said. Just get off! Get off the chair! Can't you see I'm bigger than you? Can't you see that?
Brilliant.
Look, here's the deal. This is 2 kids now, and anybody out there listening, if you don't have kids, way to go. Keep doing that. We're all very proud of you for not having kids. But do this for the rest of us with kids. Would you quit judging people's parenting? That would be. Now I realize I'm hypocritical in this. I realize that I came in for years and I talked about people's terrible parenting. I remember the jokes. I know the things that I said. I know that I talked about the child leash, and I can't believe they have a child leash. And, when I go home, what is there, a stake in the middle of the yard with a chain attached to it so that during the day the kid can run and dig?
Now you want one.
I want my kid trussed up like Hannibal Lecter. I want just something over his face that he has to bite through to get out. And he would bite through it. But I understand I'm hypocritical. I understand that when my kid throws a temper tantrum at the store, it's because he missed a nap. When your kid does it, it's because you're a terrible parent. It's because you don't feed him the right foods, you're neglectful, probably just a bad person. In general.
Correct.
That's what, I understand all that. Right. But I'll take it from those that have kids. But if you don't, every time there's a news story about terrible parenting, my single idiot friends, they go, my mom never would let that happen. She knew we were 100%. That woman in Cincinnati last year that dropped her kid in the monkey cage, and they had to shoot poor Harambe. Let me tell you something. I got a toddler. He's been in 4 gorilla enclosures. Sure. It's got to be half a dozen cockfights. I saw my kid in an ISIS propaganda video, man. You can't watch them all the time. There I am, scrolling through the internet. He's running through tires. He's got a rifle above his head, yelling about jihad. We're not even that far in the alphabet yet. You can't watch them all the time. My mom knew we were 100% of the time. Your mom didn't know where you were most of the time. I have 2 kids. I have no idea where either of them are right now. I imagine still in the car. It's been a couple hours. You can't watch them all the time.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
amazed at the women who do that.
At what?
I was with a friend who will go
We are,
nameless.
you know what? Us as guys are also
And
amazed.
he goes,
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm sorry. This guy-
So Christy, you're talking with one of your not boyfriends, but
just
male
a guy friend,
Yeah.
and he goes, I can get a woman to send me a naked photo within the next 10 minutes.
And?
I go, no way. 8.5 minutes later, bing.
Wow, Monsignor, that is impressive.
Okay, that's less than 8 minutes.
What happened now?
Sent me a video of their
Go ahead, show that.
ex-girlfriend.
No, show it to Tom.
Why can't you? I don't want Christy, cover your eyes.
Oh, I've seen it all before.
No, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Evidently, she's lost her keys.
Oh, my Lord, that is...
Yeah. Does that look like something out of the movie Dune or what?
It really does.
Let me word it this way. That puts the C in graphic. We must. I've got to.
Wow.
I've got to go.
Hold on a second.
I've got to go.
That is a slut.
I've got to.
That is an ex-girlfriend.
That's not someone making a sandwich, even though it looks like it.
Wash your hands and make me a cheese sandwich.
Oh,
Mommy, why is that woman massaging two pancakes? Wait a minute.
Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee over there at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Howdy, chick.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Maybe this time we'll have a song out. Pat.
Maybe.
There's Josh Arnold. Hello, Josh.
Hey, Steven Singer's limited edition brand new Blue Moon 24 karat gold dipped rose for Mother's Day is available next week? 2 weeks from now? No, right now.
Right now.
Limited quantity, though. Get yours today at IHateStevenSinger.com.
I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. And Tom, we have a special guest.
Look around the room. Guess who's coming to breakfast? It's comedian Al Jackson.
Oh, man.
That's a record.
2025.
First thing out of his mouth.
But not even the first sentence, the first 3 words.
Yeah.
That was impressive.
We'd like to welcome our guest, who's a black man.
That would be better. Yes. Instead of these thinly veiled.
Yeah.
Looking very dapper today.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, you got the bolo tie on again. No?
I was like, at first I think I started wearing the bolo tie as like a gag, and then I was like, I kind of like wearing them. Now I'm like, where can I get some more bolo ties?
All right.
My husband has a couple of bolo ties I discovered when we were moving.
Does he wear them?
Oh.
He hasn't worn them yet.
Does he like it when you pull them tight and choke them?
Hey,
I haven't tried that,
Answer the
should
man.
I?
Well, no, I'm watching that. I'm watching that documentary about the Fox Hollow murders.
Oh, no.
A lot of choking going on
Tom,
there.
ask Christy's husband why he doesn't wear the bolo ties anymore.
Now, am I Christy in this scenario?
No, you're you. I'm Christy's husband.
Okay. Hey, Andy, how are you?
Hey, how's it going?
How come you wear the bolo ties?
You know her. She's just running her mouth.
Really? What would you like to do with your bolo tie?
Hate the bolo ties.
Yeah, he came in and called me CNN yesterday. Thanks.
You know why I called her CNN? She's on 24 hours a day.
Oh! I thought it was just a misspelling of
running her mouth. I understand OJ now.
Al,
that's where the sound's coming from.
Aren't you glad you don't work here?
Tom, I wish Christy, I wish I could attack Tom for you, but I thought that's where Chick was going. I was like, it's really early, guys. I was like, no, it's my girl.
That's all right.
Christy, look in the building.
That's all right.
Al Jackson, comedian. Al is on the road with Frank Caliendo. It's Frank Caliendo, Patrick Keene, Al Jackson this Thursday, Omaha, Nebraska, at the famous Omaha Funny Bone. And then Friday, Saturday, April 25 and 26, it's Rapid City, South Dakota at the West River Comedy Club for some great live action. Frank Caliendo doing some very special club dates with Al and Patrick. Patrick is also terrific. And then I guess Willie G is going to join you guys a little bit later on again.
Nice.
Coming up soon. So some great live comedy.
You brought that up, Tom, because I wanted to say this to your face, man. Your boy's good, man.
Oh, good.
You should be really proud.
Oh,
I mean,
that's
as a
good.
dad, you should be really proud. Like, when I saw Willie the first few times, he was good, and I was like, oh, I think there might be something there, but I was like, maybe I'm biased. But now when I watch him, I'm like, that's my dude. So, yeah.
All right, well, thank you. I'll be sure to pass it along.
Yeah.
Now, we have yet to dip our toes into the world of sports today. Is there anything worth dipping it into? I mean,
well, heck yeah. Paige, we had the WNBA draft last night, Tom.
Oh.
Paige Becker headed to Dallas. Does anybody know the Dallas name? The Dallas franchise?
Dallas.
WNBA.
The Wings.
The Wings. That's right. The Dallas Wings. because they're where buffalo wings were invented. Dallas, Texas.
That's why they're spicy.
Are there? What is the percentage of team names that have anything to do with the place where they are?
Oh, well,
like
that's
20. I mean,
Pittsburgh, they used to make steel.
Sure. Utah, of course, the home of jazz.
Yeah.
That's where Satchmo was born.
Cleveland Browns, of course, they had the
Brown Lake
egotistical owner who named the team after him and said, no, it's like a brownie or an elf. No, Paul, it's your last name.
It's very weird because as a Browns fan, you don't really know what our logo is because sometimes at the 50-yard line, it'll be an elf guy.
That's right.
It's just an elf, and there's no other mention of an elf. It's like the bunny with Easter, like where you don't.
Right now, it's a Brinks truck driving away with all the money.
Aren't they little? Aren't they called brownies? Like a little?
That's an elf.
Brownie the elf.
Oh. So maybe that's where it comes from.
Hey, Josh, didn't you were in Boy Scouts and did you get kicked out? Or
Yeah.
Really? There was something going on there.
They caught me eating brownies.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, they forgot everything I've said. So the Wings of Dallas.
See what happened there?
I'm surprised the WNBA has a team named after
tampon adjacent.
Right.
Tampon.
Oh,
You'd think they want to stay away from any of that.
Always with wings. Sure.
It's a pad.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not a tampons don't have wings.
No, it's a pad.
Yeah, I know,
It wraps around your.
I know, and their owner Steve Kotexico stated in
the term feminine napkin. You think that's
no?
No, I hated that.
That's one of the only things I don't care for in England is they call diapers nappies.
You don't like that?
No. You call them diapers.
So when you say to your friends, "I'm going to go take a nappy," they go, "God, what a sick! That is one sick dude."
Put my head in a crap-filled diaper.
I worked for the BBC for a long time on a TV show. Yeah, right.
Coincidental. It's more coincidental.
There's a reason I was on that one.
Yeah.
There are certain words that we would just say casually in America that you cannot like I'm going to throw my fanny pack on. That is
right. Yeah.
Hugely offensive. Like just certain like weird words. We were at a college one time and just their mascot's name. I can say maniac in America, but like I don't know what that means over there. But they were like we had to basically cut the footage of just like seeing that word. So it's just like these little things where it's like they're like the U.S. but like
little bugger. You couldn't say that in the U.K.
Really?
No, it's very different.
This actually means little sodomite, doesn't
exactly
it?
what it means.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, buggery is sodomy.
And extraordinarily popular, apparently, among the British.
They taught you what?
At the boys' schools.
Right.
I'm sorry, is that sports?
Weekend in Eaton. Vice President J.D. Vance and President Trump welcomed the Ohio State football team, the national champions, to the White House yesterday. And as we'll see on the video here in seconds, J.D. Vance managed... there was a mishandling of the national championship trophy.
Uh-oh.
And
did he fumble it?
It went all the way down to the ground in 3, 2, 1, 0.
Not really. Yes, the guy.
It breaks into two pieces.
I don't know what was going on there.
Is it supposed to come apart like that?
Absolutely not.
No. It's better if he has no help, and he has help.
The guy's trying to help.
I'm going to get JD's back just on this one. That seems like when your parents would be gone and you break a lamp and you glue it back together.
They both have to go and apologize.
Just so when they touch it, it falls apart and you're like, what'd you do?
That is exactly what it seems.
It seems like it was already broken.
Is that thing designed to be shipped in two pieces or something?
I know, that's what I'm wondering.
No way.
It immediately falls apart.
Yeah. I give JD some room because he's got a beard. And he could start a trend.
Well, he's an Ohioan, right?
He went to Ohio State too. Yeah.
When is let's see, the last president with any facial hair that goes way back, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like Taft, probably.
I know Eleanor Roosevelt had a beard. I remember that.
I mean, Teddy had the mustache.
There you go.
That's probably the last.
Abe Lincoln, of course.
I'm the president of the United States.
Well, that's dead on.
Thank you.
I mean, you could be turned into General Grant very quickly.
Yes.
I could be.
Yes.
You got that look.
Darken up the later in life, I'm sure he was gray, just as yours truly.
Ah, yeah, very good. Now,
where were we? NBA's play-in tournament starts tonight. Tom, do you care? Number 7 Orlando hosts number 8 Atlanta. Number 7 Golden State hosts number 8 Memphis in the Western Conference. The winners of those games make the playoffs. The Magic Hawks winner takes the chance to play Boston. The Warriors Grizzly winner goes off to play Houston. The tournament continues Wednesday with 2
All right, I got it. Yeah, so many teams make the NBA playoffs. Some of them are still junior high school teams. Everybody makes it.
Bryce Harper. This is
a good story.
Sports just for Tom.
Okay.
Bryce Harper set to take another swing at being a father, and he did it with a blue bat. The Phillies slugger used a blue bat in his first plate appearance earlier this week against the Giants as part of a gender reveal for his fourth child.
Aww.
It's going to be a boy.
I hate to be a stickler for the rules, but are those regulation? Can you bat with a blue bat?
Boy, I don't know.
That's like softball.
I don't think there's any rule about colors of the bat.
What?
Weight and length and
judging by all the itching and scratching I see in the field, you can apparently play with blue balls.
That's what's going on.
You ever notice baseball players have the itchiest balls in sports? No, they spend more time down there.
I don't know if the blue bat was a torpedo bat.
Oh.
How about that? You didn't think of that, did you?
Nope.
Are those the new bats?
Yeah.
The
Can
blue.
you special order them in colors, Josh? I mean,
You can get bats in any color, but I don't know if there are rules in the MLB about.
I would think that's how you would show, because it's so hard to distinguish yourself. I've heard that's why a lot of major leaguers have facial hair, is to so people will remember them.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's not a lot of guys that that's Josh. He always has a neon bat with tiger stripes on it or something.
I know black was fine.
Yeah.
That was fine. And of course the, wood and but the natural wood look.
Right.
Huh.
So a blue bat, it sounds like a sex move.
Yeah, it does.
Last night I gave her the blue bat. Boy, she'll be in the dugout all week itching.
Dugout, that sounds like a sex move. Yeah.
Give her the dugout.
Yeah, you got to give it to her.
Yeah, the whole
Cincinnati dugout.
The whole team was in the dugout. I'll tell you what.
The whole team is a sex move. I gave her the whole team last night.
And upcoming Netflix.
And do it with any words, Al. Lowest form of comedy.
That's right. Josh's mom. That's a sex move.
Josh.
Yeah, I gave her the old Josh's mom last night.
What about the old?
Now you.
I wonder what it would be. I can't ask my
in poor taste is the answer, and I'm sorry. I should be apologizing. This is terrible. I blame our guest Al Jackson.
On her birthday, no
We
less.
talked about this yesterday. We didn't get a chance to ask Al this. How do you feel about the shoe dangle, Al?
The shoe dangle.
You know, like a woman casually across.
It's a fad that's kind of become a fetish for some.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
So now the shoe is half off, and she's got her legs crossed.
Doing it now for those on YouTube.
And the more absent-minded she is about it, and
twirling her hair, shoe dangle,
the better. Yeah.
Her legs are crossed. She's sitting in a meeting. The shoe dangle. Half the guys can't even concentrate.
If I only had a heel, it would be better, but I didn't wear heels.
If I only had a heel.
I will say this. I don't think that women do anything without being completely conscious of it.
I disagree.
You think as a woman, you don't know that there are guys that just stare. As somebody that worked on a talk show and seeing my friend's feet on Wiki Feet, I didn't realize that there was such its own cottage industry.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, stop.
Yeah,
there's a thing called Wiki Feet.
I think I'm on that, actually.
Yeah, you probably are.
Oh,
absolutely.
What is it exactly? What is it?
Celebrity feet, pretty much.
People looking at feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't realize how many people have that.
It's the number one.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Wiki Feet.
Yep.
I've never actually gone. Is it like Wikipedia that there's a description of who they are and then just a bunch of pictures?
All right, I'll look it up.
Are there subcategories like big feet, small feet, dirty feet?
I'm sure.
Do they ask me to donate like Wikipedia does?
Feet of the day, feet of the week.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who's the feet of the day right now?
Let's see.
Is it tax related?
Day
Chrissy Hind of the Pretenders has like a size 13
is Peyton Ramallah is the feet of the day today.
Is that a lady?
Wow.
Yes, it's a lady, very pretty lady.
That sounds like an appetizer.
Yeah.
The Peyton.
Sounds like a sex move.
Can I get a caprese?
I gave her. I gave her the old.
See much of her feet.
I gave her the Peyton Malala.
It sounds like a sex move.
You can do any sex move.
Am I wrong?
He went unchecked for 3 days while you were gone. Thank you very much.
Where were you? You were my partner.
I just play good boy.
Yeah.
I have received a stern talking to a week before last.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, they're 11 11 pictures of my feet on WikiFeet.
11 pictures.
11 pictures.
Where'd they get them?
One of them in my boot when I broke my foot.
Oh, that's a special category.
Josh, back me up on this. That is red pepper hot.
That's called wounded fish.
Broken bone.
Do they have like feet with
femurs only?
Oh God!
Like with what's that called? Your nails get all yellow. What's that called?
Fungus?
Yeah. Do they have like fungus foot for people?
Probably, yeah.
I think there's everything.
Yes,
But
there
this
is everything. It's so gross.
If you have a foot fetish, why don't you just work at a shoe store?
Maybe you
can't
do.
walk around with boners all day.
Oh.
I only get 4.14 stars.
Out of how many?
What your rating was?
Out of how many?
That seems
Out of
high.
5.
Oh, okay.
Way high.
Is that high?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Can we get the
All right.
listeners to pump that rating up? Go on there and give my girl some stars, please.
Oh, my God.
Oh, jeez.
Before
You know something? I was going to say this is the worst, but no, it's not. Yesterday, I discovered that Kostaki pointed out there is something called.
Oh, you might be into this too. Yeah.
What's it called? Stuck porn?
More
sticky,
trapped or stuck.
It was about
going into being in a washing
the
machine.
example.
Yeah, that's a big one.
The example Kostaki gave: if a woman gets down on the floor under a table
and she's stuck there.
And she doesn't have any pants on.
Yeah, or she's trying to, for whatever reason, she's trying to sneak in through a doggy door.
Yeah.
And there
it really becomes a doggy door.
Because who doesn't?
And then the guy apparently takes advantage of that.
Right.
Oh, to me shouts out non-consensual, but there's apparently no problem with that.
No, she
wants it
likes
deep
it.
down.
She likes it.
You want to try to squeeze in there.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's a wiki trapped, I think.
Oh God!
Check that out.
Well, it's all there. The end of days. We are. What do we have coming up, Christelia, at the Silac Insurance News Desk?
Down over
I beg
there?
your pardon.
Oh,
We've got a documentary about good old number 4 from Green Bay. It's coming up on Netflix. We'll talk about
Who's
it.
that, Brett Favre?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Don't drink the holy water this Holy Week. We can talk about
please
that.
don't do that.
I
Yeah.
know.
Oh,
And women dying their Easter eggs in the toilet. We'll talk about that.
Women dying in the
That in
toilet.
prison?
We'll be right back.
No, a woman who's dying her Easter eggs in her toilet.
What do you want, kids? Brown or yellow?
Tell me now.
And also, if you're thinking of getting married and you're a big Star Wars fan, Vegas is calling. That's all I'm going to say. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
There's no easy way to say this, so I'm just gonna say it. Kay, it's over. We have to break up. I'm breaking up with you. I have met somebody else. It's just better for me. Java House, peel and pour pods. I mean, you peel, all right? You pour the Java House cold brew into a cup of hot water, and in less than 10 seconds, voila. Amazingly smooth, barista quality. You don't have this. And you're a lot of work. Frankly, it shouldn't be this much work. I've stuck by you, you know that. When you were broke, it's not easy to say, but I just have to tell you, you're gross. Java House offers me so much more, not just coffee, teas, energy drinks. I appreciate you taking this as well as you are. I was worried you'd be all steamed up about this. That's disappointing. Perhaps I gave you too much credit. It's over, and I'm keeping the cats.
Java House. Amazingly smooth cold brew coffee. Enjoy barista quality coffee in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. It's effortlessly easy. In fact, the hardest thing about Java House? Well, that'll be figuring out which one of their many great beverages to try next.
You don't have to watch this.
Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
But yeah, we're going to do one right now. This is a song about, some things that kind of went wrong a while back.
Oh.
Completely original number. Hope you like it. such a heathen thing till I moved to Napanee. I owned a boat with a great big motor. I drove a Jeep Cherokee. I got real scared when the parson told me that I would burn in hell if I didn't change my ways. So I grabbed a churn.
No more Mennonite guy. No more watching MTV. No more Mennonite guy. They said, get down on your knees. I got new friends, they don't read the papers. They can't tell me if I picked their winning numbers in the lottery. Oh, they say no more Mennonite guy. No more eating store-bought meat. No more Mennonite guy. They said, kill it, then we'll eat.
The mule kicked me in the head today. I broke my brand new plow. My wife's been thrown out of the sewing circle. I caught my son with a cow. I went to church in my black tuxedo. How was I to know that when you pray with the Amish people, you can't wear rented clothes? So I say,
no more Amish nice guy. No more making quilt spoon sheets. No more Amish nice guy. I say, someone give me my car keys. My car keys. My car keys, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Electric Amish, our house band today here in the Bob and Tom program. Thank you very much, fellas. Take
thank
5.
you.
Start making furniture.
Maybe later we'll play another Alice Cooper song called Mules Out. You can play that.
And Graber, Alice Cooper is not a female barrel maker.
What?
Yeah, I know. I thought maybe.
You're thinking of the wrong lady, Josh. You know Alice, and she makes fine barrels.
Does she?
One of the best Coopers in northern Indiana.
Thank you very much.
Greatness isn't given, it's earned. It starts from the ground up with every step, every move, every moment. Because when the game is on the line, you need the best. The new Sport Athletic Performance insole from Orange Insoles. Stability, support, dominance. Orange Insoles, because greatness starts from the ground up, even when you're sitting down.
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, what? Which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal?
Yeah, more or less.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP member. First step, click the link at bobandtom.com.
$1,000 an hour. That's 1,000 American dollars per hour, beginning in about an hour and 14 minutes here on Q95 Radio. Some serious cash on the way.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Josh Arnold's over there at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hi, Chick. Were you a Price is Right fan?
No.
Really?
Not really.
Costco now sells essentially full-size Plinko boards.
Are you serious?
They're the official Plinko game.
Oh my
wow.
goodness!
How much that set us back?
I believe it was $7.99.
Oh.
And yes, we will be setting Tom back $7.99.
Are we getting one?
I say I wasn't a Price is Right fan, but my favorite games are Plinko and the yodeling guy. Going
Love
up the
Yodeler,
mountain. Yeah, that's really that's a good game.
I was a hole in 1 or 2 guy.
Yes.
That was fun.
Or 2 was always he would hit the thing. And
I went to college with a bunch of Pinkos. Is that something like that?
A little bit.
Okay. I don't know. I've always hated that show. I've never watched it.
Why?
I don't know what Plinko means.
You don't.
I have no idea what
Well,
that
and you have. Well, no, you would be good because you know what the price of things.
I don't know the price of anything.
You shop all the time.
I don't pay attention.
I couldn't tell you what eggs were or gas.
I would love to see Tom on the prices.
I have never.
We have Crest toothpaste. The Crest toothpaste.
Let me call
$19.99.
I haven't. I don't know what
prison
Crest
prices.
toothpaste is. I grew up on Pepsodent.
I learned a long time ago. I can't. The price of gas, I never look because there's nothing I can do about it. I'm not going to let it worry me.
I just brush with. I sprinkle Arm & Hammer.
That's right. I use Ivory soap. I have right now at least 5 different kinds of toothpaste in my drawer, at least. And, however, I'm picking on Tom, but you and I are a brotherhood of toothpaste in the mouth. Then you grab your brush into the shower.
Weirdos.
And go to town.
That's right.
Yeah, nobody else uses my toothpaste, so I don't have to worry about it.
And they'll brush in the shower.
Yeah, absolutely.
What?
And sometimes,
With hot, warm water.
That is disgusting.
No, it's fun because you spit it on your urine and then it makes a little swirl.
Exactly right. And then when I'm in the shower with Tom, we interlay arms and we brush each other's teeth.
That is adorbs.
Yeah, it sounds like a sex move, is what it is. You want to brush my teeth?
I feel like this is all leading to a very awkward conversation with the plumber in 10 years. You haven't been urinating and brushing your teeth down this.
Yeah, those two tend to bond. I have to deal with this all the time.
Shower doors. Do you have shower doors on your shower?
Of course.
Are they
Got a curtain?
Do they slide or do they?
No, it's a regular door.
Okay.
Because there's a new
It's
trend
glass.
in
Something else we have in common.
Not putting shower doors on your shower.
Oh. Get the water all over the floor, though, right?
I made the mistake. I took a shower for the first time this morning in our new house.
First time?
Oh,
Yes.
Kirsty's in a new house.
Wow. No wonder that thing smelled so nasty.
But I don't have shower doors yet. The shower door is getting installed on Wednesday. But the design flaw that I made is the full-length mirror in my closet shines right into the shower. So that's the first thing you see in the morning.
That's
not a good look.
Well,
I'm Christy's husband, Andy, and apparently there's a problem with the house.
Hey, Andy, I can't help but notice you're wearing a bolo tie.
Every time.
What is your nickname for Christy, Andy?
Her. Yeah. Every time she gets in the shower, evidently you can see her through an extensive series of mirrors.
The mirror's right there.
It's right
really
there.
That's like hotels that you sit down to go to the bathroom and the mirror's right there. It's not a good look.
Well, doesn't it get all steamed up?
I don't have shower doors.
It is when Andy's
maybe when
in
the
there.
shower door gets installed, it'll steam up.
Does Andy stand there and pant while you're?
No, I stand
Andy
there
was
and
asleep. It was the
sleep.
I call it the chore, is what I call it.
You ever had to answer the door wearing a towel because your shower door set off your burglar alarm?
No. How does that happen?
Easy.
The shower door set off the burglar.
You know the story. It was.
Dragon Druid.
This was wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4 houses ago. I had a sliding glass door on the shower.
I hope to never say 4 houses ago.
And
that is the most.
I was by myself.
Yeah.
And I had there's a glass break alarm on this particular house. I have one on mine too. Right? If you break the glass, the alarm goes off.
Of course, yeah.
So I learned the hard way. When you shut that glass door, it goes and it set off the alarm. I didn't. So I'm by myself. It's 4 a.m. So I'm taking a shower. I get out of the shower and I look out and I said, "Oh, that's funny. Someone must have their Christmas lights on." And there were 3 cops in my driveway. I came downstairs. "Hey, Tom, what's going on?" "Oh, I'm not so sure. It was the shower door."
So it's not a glass break at all. It's a glass.
Yep. And then it went off another time when I dropped the glass cover to my frying pan.
Wow.
What?
Man.
Yeah, it was very sensitive.
Very sensitive.
A friend of mine lives in that house. I better warn him.
No way to live, boy.
Yeah, that's no way to live.
Next door to Tom's, no way to live.
Now, so Christy, you took the first shower in your new house?
Yeah, it was awesome too. You never know.
How much room is in that thing? Is it a stand-up?
It's huge.
Yeah, so you can see a stand-up
So
in
we
there for
have
two people?
Yeah, you can put 3 or 4.
How many nozzles you got in there?
With 2. We have the rain shower one and then the one on the
On the wall?
One that's like a microphone,
Wall.
so you can take it.
I chose not to add that.
Oh, that's the
I wanted
best.
it, but I chose they didn't put it on.
Yeah, you put that on high and you get a good
No.
taint burn.
Yeah.
Pressure washer.
No, I don't need that.
What do you hate orgasms?
I get them elsewhere.
You hate money and orgasms?
Christy, when you were looking at your house before you bought it, did you turn on all the showers?
No.
That's a must.
I know.
I would do that when I would rent.
Are you testing the water pressure?
Yes.
Yeah, I should have, but it's
apparently
great.
we have to move now. The water pressure's low.
No, water pressure.
So Andy, but you've been in the house for 2 days.
Yeah, I know.
One day.
Have you found a place you can get by yourself?
Yeah, it's a hotel down there.
Have you started wondering which girder is the sturdiest? What rope would work best?
Really?
You don't really need a noose.
That's the nice thing. Closed beam ceiling.
Can you tie a bow line?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
over, under, around, and through, like the rabbit goes through the hole. Yeah, that's all you have to do.
I'm an old sailor.
Yeah, you don't need much rope either, really.
All right.
Yeah, just a short stool.
Oh, we're getting requests for me to do that. You know that.
We haven't even talked with our guest. He's comedian Al Jackson, and guess what, Al? We don't have time. I will mention a couple quick things. Al, I forgot to mention that it's tomorrow night. Frank Caliendo, Patrick Keene, Al Jackson, Kansas City at the Funny Bone, and then Thursday, Omaha, Nebraska's Funny Bone, and then Friday and Saturday, it's Rapid City, South Dakota at the West River Comedy Club. Awesome shows coming up. And then I should also mention this, Saturday, April 19th, Diamond Joe Casino, Northwood, Iowa. That'll be Mr. Willie Griswold, Mr. Jeff Oskey, Mr. Josh Arnold, and Pat Godwin.
Huh? Pat, did you know about this?
First I'm hearing about it.
Show. That'll be a great show. So a lot of cool stuff to do. Get your buns out of the house and have some fun. Have a few laughs. It's a sad world right now. Maybe a couple of chuckles will make you feel better. Yeah. Not to mention 6 or 7 drinks. Okay, good to know. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios.
Baseball bat colors and Brett Favre coming up.
Okay, we are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
Do you have any interest in going to space?
Yeah, so I have a different definition of space, as would be true for all of my colleagues, my astrophysics colleagues. Many people don't realize that the space station, for example, which is anybody's common definition of being in space, if Earth were shrunk to the size of a schoolroom globe, then the space station is orbiting 1 centimeter above the surface.
Yeah.
And so I'm sorry, I can't think of that as space. Send me somewhere. Moon, Mars, asteroids, beyond. But I don't want to just boldly go where hundreds have gone before.
The billionaires who pay to go up in the one where they're in space for like 6 minutes, that seems to me to be a real ripoff.
That's not even as high as the 1 centimeter. So the billionaire boys race, the Bezos-Branson, you're right. That's what's called suborbital. They go up and then just fall back for 5-6 minutes, and it's the falling part where you're weightless. So that's fun, and you're sort of above the important parts of the atmosphere. So that's fun. Stars will come out in broad daylight because you can't see stars in the daytime because of the scattered blue light from the sun that turns the sky blue. You get above that limit, so that's fun. I have no issues with that. But on this same scale with the schoolroom globe, they go up about the thickness of 2 dimes.
Yeah, wow. And it's costing them several more dimes than that.
Remember that guy, that crazy guy, Felix Baumgartner? Remember him?
Sure.
Yeah. Who did that edge
hot
of
air
space
balloon
jump
thing? Yeah.
For Red Bull?
Sure.
Okay. How high was he? He was the thickness of 1 dime above Earth's surface. So we, and NASA is complicit in this. We have a very low bar definition of what it means to go into space.
Wow.
But
I'm sorry, I have higher goals than that.
Can we get to Mars, though, feasibly? Is that really a realistic thing?
Well, so let me just make it clear. Oh, by the way, of the billionaire boys space race, Elon Musk is the only one who actually puts people in orbit.
Okay.
So he's the full 1 centimeter up, and that's why he can intersect with the space station if he chooses. Unlike the 1950s, where people said, will we ever get to the moon? Do we know how? Is it even possible? That's not the kinds of questions anyone is invoking today about Mars. The questions are not, is it possible? Of course it's possible. We have an SUV-sized rover that took a helicopter to Mars, exploring Mars right now. Getting to Mars, that's not the issue. So the issue is, what's the motivation? And who's going to write the check? That's all it comes down to. It's not any more complicated than that.
So you can survive that trip to Mars. A human being can.
It's 9 months. Yeah, just get a good Netflix account, good library.
Maybe listen to Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's got a couple of podcasts out there.
Thank you. Yes, I have a podcast that'll keep you going. There you go.
I was part of the team that launched the first low salt, low sugar peanut butter into the category. It was called Simply Jif. It was targeted towards diabetics. I wanted to call it Type 2 peanut goo, but
Patrick Keene. Kansas City tomorrow with the Funny Bone. Omaha's Funny Bone coming up on Thursday, and then the Rapid City, South Dakota West River Comedy Club Friday and Saturday.
And we're calling that the Caliendo what?
Quadrant.
Nope.
Cartel.
Cartel.
Okay.
Not the cadre, not the quadrant. It's the Caliendo Cartel.
Okay, good. I'll write that down. Coming up Saturday, April 19th, it's Diamond Joe Casino in Northwood, Iowa. That's Willie G, Patty G, Jeff Oskey, and Josh Arnold. So a bunch of great comedy coming up. Now, have we finished sports?
No, we have not. Major League Baseball does have rules regarding the color of bats used in professional games.
Well, it used to be the players.
Oh, my goodness.
Thankfully, we've grown as a...
We almost really, it seems awkward somehow to even mention it.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
White people play?
While generally restricted to a limited number of finishes on the bats, players can use colored bats designed...
bats of color.
Like Players Weekend, they make exemptions, or with specific Major League Baseball permission. Typical restrictions, Major League Baseball players are limited to a few standard bat colors, including natural, flame-tempered natural.
Those would look cool.
Black, brown, wine, gray, and black cherry.
And the reason we're discussing this is?
I forget.
The gender reveal done by...
Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper.
He used a blue bat, meaning he's going to have a son, a manly child.
And a fine from the league.
Yes.
I imagine it was at some batting practice, not during a game.
And this covers what Bryce did, this next one. Players can also seek and receive Major League Baseball permission to use bats with Pacific colors or designs for other reasons.
Oh, so it was during a game?
Such as charity initiatives or promotional events.
Oh.
Yes.
Or possibly a gender reveal.
I remember we used to make Rawling, when I worked at Rawlings, we made pink bats for breast cancer awareness.
There you go. Smart move.
Yeah, very nice.
And you know those bats, the pink bats were also pink inside. Did you know that?
They're all pink.
Exactly right.
Yes.
I don't think that works.
And they're corked 5 days out of
I got the business laugh from Al. Did you hear that?
That just...
Yeah, it's because it doesn't work.
I love that.
Brett Favre's going to have a new documentary coming out on Netflix.
It's called Far
away. Far from home is what they're calling it.
No, they didn't go with Mushroom Dick?
It's starting...
They did not go, no, they did not go...
I'm sorry,
because he was a detective part-time.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's going mushroom hunting.
Why? None of us can get that image out of our heads,
I didn't
right?
see it.
You didn't see it?
No, you know what? I never once Googled Brett Favre's penis pic.
Oh, it was the lead story in the news.
I know, but I didn't feel the need to look at it.
You got it.
You thought it might cause a little twitch, and then
really have
That's
to see
exactly
it.
right. I didn't feel like being turned on.
The documentary is called, seriously, The Fall of Favre.
Oh.
Explores the controversial career and scandals of Brett Favre, delving into the dark side of sports stardom and the challenges of fame.
Who wants to watch that?
We all learned a lesson.
Yeah,
Don't
I'll be
send those
watching it.
pictures.
I don't want to watch something
Well,
negative.
he also had some financial issues too, right? Some weird.
Didn't he bankrupt some charity or something? Wasn't there some awful?
I think he did. Everyone's like,
No, he just pulled the old shell game with welfare or something.
It was very unpleasant. I'd rather remember the good days.
Yeah. Well, the system should be stronger.
I was testing the limits of government.
That's right.
I forgot what happened.
Netflix is killing it with the sports docs. They have a year with the Boston Red Sox on right now.
That one's really good.
It's really good.
It's not the year they beat the Cardinals.
A lot of weird stuff. You need to start explaining the St. Louis Cardinals and their lack of fans, mister.
I think people are tired of their cars being broken into.
It's a rough area of town, yes.
Yeah, it's
now, here's something fun. a positive baseball. Did you see the thing where the guy catches it was a Red Sox game, right? The guy catches a foul ball with a funnel cake.
I
saw that.
I did not see it.
Yeah.
Tell of it.
I think it was over the weekend, or maybe it was last week. Yeah, it was a...
Now, did he actually catch it inside the funnel?
Yeah.
Or it just landed on his plate with the funnel?
right.
No, he reaches up and...
Yeah, he caught it.
Uses the plated funnel cake as like a glove.
Yeah.
Which is a $19 glove.
Yeah.
Everything at the stadium, I mean, it's a little pricey, so I'm glad he went for it and got that. I hope they gave him a fresh one. You know,
Yeah.
By the way,
free press.
Chick mentioned this last week. This is kind of funny. At the Masters, the prices of the concessions, the food wise, are all what they were
like from the 60s.
Yeah, that's fun.
50 years ago.
$3 for a cheese sandwich, $3.50 for egg salad.
Yeah, I think it might even be cheaper. Yeah, it's
By
amazing.
the way, it's not called the Masters anymore. It's not the primaries.
Oh, that's a real estate joke. I like that very
I like
much.
that very much, too.
Yeah. You'll learn that when you're selling your home. I'm sorry, is that sports?
Did you hear Christy had to sell her home? She moved into a new house?
I haven't sold my home.
Yeah.
Hey, so Christy's husband, Andy's here. Andy, tell me.
Oh, we haven't sold our home yet.
What's it like? You haven't sold your old house yet. How's that going?
Is that a problem?
It's exactly what you think of.
Yeah, it sounds rough.
Yeah.
You have no idea. You can guess. Oh my God.
Okay.
Constant.
I've got a stepladder you can borrow. And
You ever fall asleep with the sound of a fan? That's steady hum.
Yeah, you like that?
Christy's the same way.
Try to.
I'm going down to the hotel.
I see you're doing a wordle. Oh, your starter word is noose.
That's a bad starter word.
Yeah, you don't want to use two letters.
Double O.
No.
You started testing how far you can put a knitting needle into your ear before.
I was about yay long.
Wondering how sweet the sound of a ruptured eardrum.
The internet is divided about how far you can put it in.
Yeah, you're right.
They say 3 inches.
You know what? Even too far. I'm not going to complain.
Right. That's not a problem. That's sport.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Chick McGee, of course, over there at the sports desk. Why don't we check in with a quick story from Christy Lee? She's at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Speaking of chatter, the Blue Origin rocket company launched an all-female celebrity crew into space yesterday.
I immediately lost.
I do have a minor objection to this.
You were supposed to turn back there. I don't know what happened.
Katy Perry, Gayle King, and Lauren Sanchez, the fiance of Blue Origin founder Jeff Bezos.
So how'd she get the ride?
Yeah, part of the crew that blasted off for a quick trip in the
Why'd
New
they do
Shepard
this?
rocket.
Is there a Coles in space now?
Those girls would never be caught dead at a cold.
Josh.
Well, those are highfalutin women.
Yeah, they
Those
are.
are some Filene's
I
basement.
thought even highfalutin women liked Coles.
Ms. Sanchez, we don't like Cole's Cash.
There's not a woman out there that doesn't like Coles.
So,
Cash, we love
so back to the.
Ms. Sanchez, a helicopter pilot and former TV journalist, invited the other women along for the 10-minute fully automated flight.
10 minutes.
The celebrity launch was the nation's first space flight where women filled each seat. Moved by the views of the earth below, Ms. Berry said she couldn't resist singing "What a Wonderful World" in space.
By the way, they're not calling it a cockpit anymore.
Although,
no.
Have you seen how phallic that thing is?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
It is hilarious.
Yeah, you're right.
How much that looks like.
It's like a 13-year-old boy drew it.
Yes.
I said the exact same thing this morning.
But I mean,
when watched the
to
video.
call them astronauts, that's like if you're driving across the country and you drive through Arizona for 10 minutes and you don't get out of the car. Oh, I've been to Arizona.
Oh no, this is still astounding.
No,
but they're not going around the earth. They're going.
They're not-
but it's still
It's a 10-minute trip.
Not doing anything. They just sat in the seat. They didn't have to really.
They float around.
They went up. That counts.
Josh, do you not see a difference between the astronauts that were just stuck up there for 9 months?
Of course,
and
I see
they
a
went
difference.
for 9 minutes and they have the same title.
No. I'm not. Nobody's calling these women astronauts.
Yeah, they were.
Yes, they are.
They were
Yes, they are. Well, they shouldn't be.
That's what we're trying to say.
These are passengers.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And Katy Perry just wanted to get away from Russell Brand.
But it's a glorified.
Is it not a different Katy Perry?
No, it's the same Katy Perry.
He's going back a few months.
He's going back way back.
It's a glorified roller coaster.
Last week wasn't a good week for Russell Brand.
No, it wasn't. But she's with Orlando Bloom now. Much better. She stepped up.
It's like that Beyonce song, Upgrade.
Yeah.
I didn't think Orlando liked girls.
Oh, so that is Katy. So it was Katy.
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
Katy.
Do you think there's two famous people named Katy Perry?
No, I didn't think this was a famous person.
Oh.
That's the whole thing. And Gayle King, a journalist.
Oprah
That's the
Winfrey's
same
girlfriend?
Gayle King.
Then this story became so less interesting.
There you go.
It should have been a nurse, a teacher.
Well, they did have an actual astronaut and a geo. I think there were.
That's like a photo shoot for Rolling Stone.
No, that's like the Charlie's Angels 4.
Yeah, this time they're in space.
Yeah. Boy, who's the fake-faced lunatic on the left?
That's Lauren Sanchez.
She looks like she's going through G-forces now.
That's
the look she asked for.
She's paid for.
She's about to become the richest woman in America.
Those are some.
Well, buy a better face.
It's horrible.
Or get a really complicated mask.
She looks like the Joker.
So how long were they in space? 9? Was it
11 minutes total?
Okay, and I believe that's the total time anyone's listened to a Katy Perry album quite some time.
Yeah, no, she's not popular.
Yeah.
No.
What are you talking about?
Wins
a Grammy.
That's a rough one to go after.
Millions and millions of dollars.
Wembley Stadium.
Right. Nobody listens to her anymore.
I would say Firework is the worst song to be a hit in 25 years.
Oh, you're wrong. You're
That's
wrong.
a total
I give Katy Perry a lot of
audio
room
turd.
just because of the Super Bowl where they had those lions and they looked like they were walking.
Yes.
Wild, pretty crazy.
And her 2 boobs.
And the sharks, the left shark and right shark were.
Yeah, that's entertainment.
Yeah,
Let the music do the talking. Okay.
Great voice.
Glad you.
Yeah.
I know. She's
got
very,
a beautiful
very good.
voice.
Who knows?
I tell you who should have been at a Super Bowl halftime show.
That song.
Greg Oldman. That should have been by
Great
God.
dire wolf.
How do you not? I don't understand. To me, this is a flight for a science teacher and.
Well, there were a couple of those women were.
Yeah, but nobody's
actual-
talking about them. They're
I
talking about
know.
Katy Perry and old Saran wrap head.
She does look like she's pressing her face up against the patio doors.
Dear Josh, who are you to make fun of a lady's looks? I'm a man who can tell what looks good and what doesn't. And she doesn't look
This
good.
just this just proves women can do anything. In this case, if they have an incredibly rich husband.
There was a rocket scientist, Aisha Bowe, a bioastronautics research scientist, Amanda something I can't pronounce, and a film producer. So there you go.
All right, so 2, but still, don't you want regular ladies?
But would we be talking about it?
No.
'Cause I get what you're saying, but would you know if Pam and Kathy went?
Right, but that's my thing is we should be talking about that. Right. You send up a nurse and a single mom who's a Cracker
Enough
Barrel
about
waitress.
my search history. Just keep going.
Why didn't they send up Hoda and Kathy Lee or something? There's what.
Why don't we send up the cast of The View and
leave them up there?
blow it up? Yeah. You know, the worst thing that could happen this morning is a safe launch.
Well, we got our fingers crossed. 31
right now
this morning.
Right now. The time for the frivolity to stop. I want to tell you about my buddy Steven Singer. Steven Singer Jewelers. Mother's Day is just around the corner. Now, last hour I may have misspoke.
You may have.
What I meant to say was maybe your sweetheart is also a mom.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe your wife. Maybe you call her your partner because you're going to form an LLC.
You also love your mother.
Yes. Well, now you're
But
getting
not in a hot way.
Right. So
Maybe your burner phone, babe.
well, that's interesting that you would cloud up the issue.
They want us to push Mother's Day.
I know. Well, Mother's Day.
Right, says mistresses right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mother's Day.
Pay to call somebody mother.
I want a mistress for Christmas.
Okay, so I'll tell you when to start the tape, okay? 3, 2. Steven Singer Jewelers. Steven has the limited edition 24-karat gold dip Blue Moon Rose. I've been warned by Steven. This is a limited edition. He's not kidding. Last time we went through this, they sold out. So act right now. Be the smart guy. Get this done. Pull over right now. Get something for that mom in your life, including the 24-karat gold dip Blue Moon Rose. And it comes, of course, in a beautiful box. Lifetime guarantee, of course, and the shipping is free. You can get this thing done like that. There's also a beautiful card. Has what they call, nice card stock. It's not... It's not some flimsy. I got 4 of these for $1 at the.
Just lovely card stock is what it is.
If you guys knew how important card stock was,
Nothing but first class all the way.
You're damn right it is.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, gone are the days where I get something. Well, it's a funeral card. Yeah, they were out of the Mother's Day cards. They just scratched out the word bereaved. What I was trying to say was Steven Singer Jewelers is getting a free commercial right now. The shipping is free. Also, my suggestion was if the mother in question is your sweetheart, Also, I'm telling you, get that special bracelet. Christy's the one that picked it out.
Oh, the Atlas bracelet.
It's called the Atlas. It's a great value. It's got beautiful real diamonds in it. You dangle that from the rose, and then come Monday, you're going to call me and go, Tom, I had to take this. The Love Fest at my place was awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you, and thank Steven Singer for me.
There you go.
I expect the letters and the phone calls. You know what it's like, Al.
Oh, you're going to get letters and phone calls.
You know, the guy, I need lotion, I'm worn out, that kind of thing. Steven Singer Jewelers, you'll find him at IHateStevenSinger.com or TomCan'tReadACommercial.com. IHateStevenSinger.com, free shipping, of course. Tell Steven hi to his dog, Buddy. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Greatness isn't given. It's earned. It starts from the ground up with every step, every move, every moment. Because when the game is on the line, you need the best. The new Sport Athletic Performance insole from Orange Insoles. Stability, support, dominance. Orange Insoles, because greatness starts from the ground up, even when you're sitting down.
Heard this stuff from you. I hit a guy in the jaw and as hard as I could twice in somewhere in New York, Albany, New York. I just played the Palace Theater, and we were going to go get something to eat. And it was a restaurant attached to the hotel, and my bus was across the street because I always stay on my bus. And this girl came over and started talking to us at our table, and I don't know her, you know, she had her sister does stand up in New York, and Vic Henley was the opening act, and he does stand up in New York, and he knows her. So they were talking across the table. If it wouldn't have been for that, I'd have shoot her away because I was trying to eat my crappy little piece of tilapia.
You must do very well.
She gets up and leaves, and she comes back, and she has her sister on the phone, and she's headlining a club that Vic and I headlined forever in Columbus, Ohio. And so she hands the phone to Vic. She sits down next to me, and Vic can't hear, so he gets up and walks away. And then a guy comes over to her. So some guy came up to me and asked me, a young guy, for an autograph. I said, I'm trying to eat right now. And this guy comes over, pokes her in the shoulder, and says, get over here. And she gets up real nervous and walks over there. And I'm like, man, what is this? And I see the guy walking over towards me. And he goes, how come you took a picture with my girlfriend? You didn't take a picture with my son. Both of them were connected to this guy. And I don't know. I don't know anything. But he was standing up, and I was sitting down. So I started to stand up, and he shoved me back down in my chair. Uh-oh. And I'm like, all right, okay. And so it was ugly. It was a nice place, too. Wine glasses, tablecloths, and it all went flying. And I got up and shoved him, and he took a big swing at me and hit me, but not really with a punch, but hit me and left his jaw just hanging out there. And I'm like, all right, here you go, buddy. You can't leave your jaw hanging out there. And I just, boom, boom. And he called the cops and filed assault charges on me, or tried to, and the cops showed up, and I was like, oh, come on, man.
The old Chevy Chase shoulder kick.
So
it's hard sometimes. You know.
So now, you know, and that's why now I have to have police everywhere I go, because probably nothing will happen, but if it does, I can't hit people.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 61. I don't need to be getting in fights or anything. And Pat, who's not very big, but my guy, Pat, that drives a bus and manages my road stuff, he's a little guy in stature, but he's a 7th degree black belt. And so he actually got this guy in a sleeper hold from behind after I hit him. And then the guy started tapping him on the arm, and he goes, this ain't the MMA. You're going to the floor.
Hey everybody, it's Frank Caliendo, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of stand-up dates, and I'm not sure where to put my hands right now, but this is the deal. We're going to be in places like Appleton, Wisconsin, Toledo, Ohio, Des Moines, Iowa. There's a whole bunch of them. We'll let you know how to do that on the screen right here. And why did I say we? Is that my new pronoun? No. I have a bunch of other people with me. Those people are Patrick Keene. You've seen his teeth, probably on your dentist wall. They're tremendous, very good teeth. Willie Griswold. You know why he's with us. And of course, Al Jackson.
And that's when they realized it's going to be a fun show.
Yesterday we were talking about Hickeys.
Yeah.
I have a story for you.
Which one of your daughters has one?
You had those Hickeys, yeah. Oh, and your daughters. Yeah.
No, nobody has Hickeys, but we have Death by Hickey.
Death by Hickey?
Mm-hmm.
Well.
My boyfriend was a vampire.
Were that me, I'm sure the officers would stand over my body and say, I have a feeling this is how he'd wanted to go.
More chalk.
Yes, because I'm so gigantic.
Oh my God.
One stick of chalk would never be enough
We had to use a whole box of chalk to outline his...
Look at him. He had to take his headphones off, lean back, and he's screaming with laughter.
He's just an awful person. I wish I were an actual Sportsasaurus. I'd rip your body, your limbs.
More chalk.
Lucky numbers.
Man, if that weren't funny, I'd be so mad.
You know what, Josh? I ate all day yesterday, and I really feel good about it, so screw him. You know what? It doesn't matter.
I was just trying to lighten the sad picture we all had of Josh lying there dead.
Oh.
Maybe lighten the mood.
You know, I think that's even more insulting. He's taken an insult to you and tried to spin it into a positive.
Oh, yeah, that's what's insulting.
Good God.
Bob and Tom Show. Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Maybe a song this hour.
Maybe.
There's Christy Lee, Josh Arnold.
Hi.
I'm Chick McGee. Tom, we have a special guest in the studio.
We do indeed. He's a good friend of the show.
Yes.
He joins us typically on Thursdays, is it? It's Al Jackson. Al Jackson on the road right now with Frank Caliendo and Patrick Keene. It's going to be Kansas City tomorrow, and then Thursday it's going to be Omaha at the Funny Bones. And then this weekend, it's the West River Comedy Club in Rapid City, South Dakota. While I'm on this topic, the boys, Willie G., Jeff Oskey, Josh Arnold, and Pat Godwin, this Saturday, they're going to be in Northwood, Iowa at the famous Diamond Joe Casino. That'll be a great night. A lot of great comedy out there. Now, we have completed our sports broadcast.
Yes,
is that
sir,
correct?
We have.
Yeah, we've done a couple stories, and you have a song for us on anything? What?
Well, you know something? This is this news story that I want to get to. I stumbled on this yesterday, and then it was lighting up the internet, as they say. a so-called influencer, which to me,
they're doing important work.
Yeah.
Did they say light up the internet? It really lit up the internet?
Yeah, it did.
I think they said they broke.
Where are we going with this?
It's about. I'm a huge fan of dyeing Easter eggs, as you know. I've always loved doing Easter eggs, and you get that. It's the one time a year you get to use that little metal, that little kind of brass metal egg picker upper gizmo.
I always feel weird using that. It feels a little heavy drug usery to me.
Really?
Oh, yeah, there is something
kind of like that setup you see. Should I have a disgusting spoon with this as well? Yeah, I don't know.
It's so specific. It's like you can't use it for anything else.
What else would
And
you
it's
use that
also
for?
I suppose you could use it to gauge the thick. Never
It's
mind.
not changed over the last 60 years.
Well, but Easter egg dyeing has changed because when I was a kid, you had to boil the water,
Right.
and there was vinegar. It was much more fun. Now it's just you'd pop the pill in the.
But you still have to use the same wiry thing.
Yeah.
The
we
dye
had.
you don't have to boil the water.
No, you don't have to do that anymore.
But now I will say this before we get to the story. Josh gave me a gizmo a few years ago that it spins the eggs, Al, and then you take crayons, and you put them on the thing, and you make
It's like a tiny lathe.
Yeah, and is that making sense? It's spinning the egg, and you can put little bands on it, so it's like spin art. So that was really fun. And then you can even use wax and dime. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Was it really fun?
I hope so.
Oh, I love doing it.
Really?
I'm a huge fan.
I would see that go around one time and be like, you have 5 things you could be doing right now. Looking at egg spin.
Well, for little girls.
You're right.
Kids love it.
My grandma.
You're right, Al.
My grandma had a technique of dyeing eggs where she would wrap them in onion peels. Is anybody familiar with this?
No.
Wrap them in some kind of onion peel, and then it stains like that red, maroon, brownish.
Really?
Right.
Yes. I bet somebody
The
else out
colors
there
of
did
Easter.
that. I know. It was just rusty egg.
Wow.
And nothing like onion flavored eggs.
They weren't, but it was cool.
No,
And by the way, our Easter egg hunts were not the hard-boiled eggs.
What were they?
They were
Yeah.
plastic,
eggs.
Full of candy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way you do it. You
Or
don't have-
money.
Well, we talked recently about.
The price of eggs is so serious. There was a stupid
Right,
story.
that
I don't
they're
that they're supposedly dying
Potatoes.
I don't believe any of this stuff that they're serving up like
Well,
that.
this lady in Minnesota is going viral for taking an unusual approach to dyeing her Easter eggs. Kate Heinzelman posted a clip wherein she fills her toilet bowl with 24 eggs that she then douses with food coloring.
Come on.
She
Yeah.
sprinkles baking soda on top before pouring in a gallon of vinegar to create a tie-dye effect on the eggs, which she plucks out of the toilet bowl with a gloved hand.
Well, she's disgusting.
The 32-year-old told the New York Post dyeing the eggs in her kitchen made a mess, so she decided to just do it in the toilet.
You don't have a bathtub, ma'am?
Where she did not care if it got stained. Her divisive video racked up thousands of comments from disgusted users.
She has like 1 million followers.
But she assured her family only uses the Easter eggs for decoration. Nobody's eating.
Hey, look. Peter Rabbit just took a dump.
Peter Rabbit.
You got a song for us, Pat?
Sure. Here comes Peter Cottonelle. Boy, his eggs really smell. They reek like they were dyed in a toilet bowl. They're not pink, purple, green, or blue. They have a yellowish, brown-ass hue. By the way, what do colored eggs have to do with Easter? Oh, he's got ass wipes for Tommy, toilet paper for Sister Sue, a toilet brush for your mommy. Help her clean up that rabbit poo. Oh, here comes Peter Cottonelle. His colored eggs taste like hell. Sweet Jesus. Happy Easter Day.
Oh, wow. You do not want her chocolate eggs.
Magnificent.
Or the once a month the strawberry egg.
That's semi-sweet chocolate.
From a practical standpoint, there has to be.
You get it all done at once. Look at that.
E. coli in the toilet, right?
Well, you clean them.
There's the video
Yeah,
here.
you would clean
No, this is so stupid.
the toilet.
I guess her claim is you don't do it in the kitchen sink or the bathroom sink because it will stain the. Who knows?
There's no water at all in the toilet. Well, there's water in the toilet now. Okay.
That looks like how you make prison wine.
Yeah. And then the adding of the baking soda is kind of a cool touch.
yeah,
So.
I think that's what creates the tie-dye effect.
Yeah, I mean the effect in the eggs is great. It's
eggs
just
look great.
And now the toilet, you can see the toilet bowl is in fact stained.
But you eat those, don't you?
No.
No, not these.
No, I don't mean out of the toilet. I mean, when
ate
you
them.
die, yeah, of course.
We would eat them, yes.
Yeah, or you make egg salad or whatever. And
Right.
Come on.
Wow.
She's not
Is she
getting her
in that
deposit
much of a
back.
hurry where she can't dye them? Like it's like this is supposed to be a pleasurable activity.
And for your children.
Yeah, this isn't supposed to be
You
done.
put the
in
newspaper all on
seconds.
top of the kitchen table, and you just,
I mean, my dog drinks out of the toilet, but he's an idiot. So there you go. Well, thank you,
You're not supposed
Pat.
to let your dog drink out of it.
I know. I keep forgetting. Sometimes people leave the thing up. If you're just joining us, thanks for joining us. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show. And I look across the way, and I see we have Al Jackson hanging out with us.
Yo.
Al, I know you've been on the road.
Yes.
What's the latest in your life? Are your kids doing fine? What's happening?
Kids are good. I was in LA 2 weekends ago. My son Elijah was in his third play this year.
Nice.
And Joshua was better than nice because the first two plays, and I actually talk about this on stage. He won't hear this, but they were very strange. We'll leave it at that.
All right.
This play was arguably top 5 best plays I've ever seen in my entire life.
How old is he?
Including adult plays.
Oh, my.
He's
How old
a
is he?
junior in high school.
Okay.
They did Newsies.
Yeah.
All right. I
Okay.
am not a musicals guy.
All right.
This is at El Segundo High School in LA. The set was constantly in motion. They were doing tandem cartwheels across the stage.
Wow.
There was a tap dance number. The male and female lead could solo belting out. It was to the point where the men in the bathroom during the intermission were talking about it. Like, what are we? It was fantastic.
And in L.A.,
it was fantastic, Christy. You know, I wish I had more jokes. I was blown away at how good it was. Like, the stage was moving like they had buildings for New York City, but they were on wheels, so there were people singing and moving these 15-foot buildings like interchange. It was not to be believed. So
cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It was. I was like, look at these.
Wait, what did your son do?
He was one of the guys that he was a bad guy that wasn't gonna give them their newspaper without them paying more money for it. So, you know, he was like, look, you got to pay up, dog.
Yeah.
You know, and they were like, we're going on strike, baby.
So he had a speaking role.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yes, yeah. So I was really impressed. They've come a long way. And then when I got done, I stood up and like every man because we're never used to being ready to cry. But I started welling up because I've seen these kids get so much better.
Yeah.
And like I stood up to leave and I was like, when a man thinks he's about to cry, it feels like somebody maced you. You know, like my throat was hot and I couldn't catch my breath. And I was like, are you about to, because I was standing, everybody leapt to their feet and was clapping. And I was like, am I about to cry? Because these kids have worked their butt off. It was really, like in a world where we can always focus on bad stuff. 2 Fridays ago, they blew it out.
Man, I cry at my niece and nephew's things.
Yes.
And I can't, hopefully I have a kid at some point. I don't know, I'll be inconsolable.
Oh, you're going to be a mess.
I'll be a total mess.
It's crazy.
I think it's time you started, John. I'll explain how you do this. What you do is you got to get rid of your shirts. You know, the ones under the bed that are all crusty. Okay?
I can't just wring them out over?
No. You get a willing.
Willing.
Yeah. We prefer consensual. It's time now to go back over to the Silac Insurance News Desk. Look, it's Christy Lee without her glasses. That's right. She had the surgery.
I did.
Have you noticed this, Al?
I did.
Christy, when she wears glasses, they're fake.
Yeah.
She doesn't need them anymore. Isn't that great?
I just am so used to them that, you know. A Vermont firm has recalled more than 1,700 pounds of Cabot Creamery butter.
Vermont, what is that, Northeast?
Yeah. Due to fecal bacteria contamination.
Oh, in the butter.
I can believe it's not butter.
Agrimark issued the recall of 189 cases of Cabot Creamery 8-ounce premium butter. Made with sea salt that was potentially contaminated with a type of bacteria found in fecal matter.
Please tell me something from Last Tango in Paris is coming up.
Yeah, of course.
It must.
Company said it recovered 99.5% of the potentially contaminated lot before it was sold to consumers, but there are 17 lucky consumers out there with one of the special packages.
Yikes.
What is the name of the butter?
Cabot Creamery.
Now, it's not human feces. I imagine it's
What do you mean?
Animal.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't specify.
Are you that? It's okay.
I would think it would have to be human, right?
You think so?
Yeah, because
otherwise it wouldn't be
in the
that big of a deal.
if it was cows, it was like every steak would be. What do you think? There never comes in contact.
Every steak has 20% feces.
I wish it was 25.
Oh, yikes!
Yeah. Be on the lookout.
Okay, good to know.
Coming up, we have holy water and why you shouldn't drink it.
Holy water, Batman!
Several European tourists.
Should have been a hint when the butter, instead of coming in the traditional stick, it was tapered.
Yeah, that should let you know.
So the cow's asses wouldn't slam shut.
Jokes going on there.
I'm very pro butter. I'll have you know. I've had that stuff. I can't believe it's not butter. I've tasted it. I believe it's not butter. Thank you very much, Christy.
You're welcome.
Okay. We're going to talk more with Al Jackson. See what's going on in the world. Right now, I want to mention my buddies at the Silac Insurance Company. Because if you've been following the news at all lately, the sound of the stock market is drip, doop, drip.
No.
Okay, that's what's happening. It's very confusing.
He really doesn't like the slide whistle.
It's not.
They like the slide
I like Tom's sound effect.
I guarantee you guys are going to get one email like, enough with the financial chick.
Would people take me seriously if I set up a website? Now the market today is going to be take everything you've got.
You know something?
You and Jim Cramer could have.
Yeah,
Have a big clown nose.
sadly, in this world, there would be people who would watch.
And you've seen the guy, the slide whistle guy? Oh, he's amazing.
Have you seen the guy that does the financial commercial that has the world's worst toupee? I don't know who he thinks he's kidding. Hey, buddy, you don't have your hair jet black Elvis, and you're not fooling anybody.
You got to stop that at some point. You got to start to blend it into the copper.
Okay.
Shut up, Al.
I'm sorry. Let's get back to the matter at hand. I want to talk about market volatility, only to say that this is where an annuity comes in from Silac Insurance. You don't have to worry about the market going up and down. It doesn't matter. You've got everything locked in. See what I'm talking about from the experts. SilacINS.com. They know what they're talking about. See what an annuity is. Some restrictions apply. See if you are, in fact, eligible. It's pretty simple. SilacINS.com. That's how you find them. SILAC.INS.com. Even go to bobandtom.com and we'll walk you through it on how to check out Silac Insurance and find out about having a nice retirement fund when it's ready. It's ready for you when you are ready to say, I think I'm going to stop working. So plan on it and live on it with our friends at the Silac Insurance Company. SILACINS.com. Coming up, we have Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Yep.
And Christy, give me the teaser.
We have, if you want to get married in Vegas and you're a Star Wars fan, listen up. We got something special. And we have a woman who celebrated turning 103 with a very special naked.
Really?
Naked gift, if you will.
Naked what? Picture?
We'll find out.
Hand me the KY, Zelda.
And naked at Disneyland. We have that too.
Little drive. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
Wait a second.
I'll get that. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, it's Kenny Tomac.
Kenny.
Hey, Shooter, I'd love to say we just landed, but I'm still driving.
Oh.
I know. Like I said yesterday, with all these spring breakers clogging up the airlines, I rented a car.
Oh, wow.
Making the most of my wizard number, but it's fair to say I've had my fill of Zone 4 people. I know. I just crossed over into IL from IN, and for once I didn't have to do a touch-and-go at ORD first.
Oh, nice.
I'm at a truck stop, and like most road dogs, I had to re-up on my supply of sugar-free Celsius and veggie straws. And I'd be giving anything to be in the Sky Club about right now, but unfortunately, my rental car has a nail in the tire. Yeah, I got to find a place to get my tire fixed.
Yeah.
I'll take a bird strike any day over this, but this is really going to set me back. Bob and Tom, hang on a sec. Let me ask this trucker if he knows a place to get my flat fixed around here.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir. I found myself in a predicament. My right front is low. Picked up a nail. Would you happen to know a reputable tire place around these parts? Oh, you've definitely got yourself a flat there. That's going to turn into a roll down occasion. I only won't attend to it. That's why I roll on Goodyear tires. I don't use those commie brands. I wouldn't put those on a moped, but if you can make it up to Pete's Tire Center, you're only 2 miles away. I think it sounds good. Yeah, I'll try to find Pete. What you want to do is take a left out of here. You're going to go maybe a mile and a half on the south side of the road. You're going to see a sign for Joe Gin Spa. Now, if you can't make it all the way to Pete's, be sure to stop in there. Hey, Todd, I've got to take this. I got to call on my burner. They may not fix your flat at Joe Gin's, but you're going to feel like they did. Here, I've got a gift card that's got $40 left on it. I haven't been in almost a year on account of my cholesterol being what it is. When you get there, ask for Lou. Tell her you'll pass on the table sign, but you still want her to take a look at your undercarriage. Hey, gang, looks like this might take a while. Let's circle back and reload for tomorrow. We just landed.
Okay, thanks.
Easy, I'm right here. My God.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Dear Allie, I just started working at a restaurant and the manager is super hot and was so nice to me. He asked me on a date and we've now gone on 3. And I just found out his last 3 girlfriends have also been waitresses.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
Yeah, of course. Now I feel really stupid, but I do really like him. I think I might be different. What do you guys think?
Hey, no. Don't laugh at this girl.
No. I know you're different.
I know why you're laughing because we've all.
I've been
and
there.
you've been there.
I've
Yes.
been there, yes.
Yeah.
I'm different. Yeah.
We all have. Yes, exactly.
This couldn't be more. What do they call that? Central casting. Yeah, I mean, this is most restaurant managers pull this. Yeah, you're not different, but
as soon as the next hot waitress is
but there's no
hired.
reason for you to feel stupid. There really isn't.
Yeah, you can keep having fun, right?
Sure.
Right? Like,
And the reason this happens is economic. And it's because if you've ever been in this business, you know that the managers all end up quitting and becoming waiters because they make more money. They watch every night. The waiters and waitresses walk home all the cash. In the meantime, they're bossing everybody around and not getting all the tips. You see, so this is
their perks in other ways.
They take their perks in
other ways.
Other ways. Thank you. It starts with an
which is tax deductible, but
yeah. Oh, yeah. Who knows? Maybe this is the one. But
I
hey,
didn't know there was a kitty tax.
I mean, I hate to agree with Alsman, but maybe hey, just have some fun.
Yeah. Don't feel stupid.
Don't take it seriously, though. Enjoy it, but don't get involved.
I got a couple suggestions. Wear half the uniform some night when you get back to
I
his
bet
place.
someone's already tried that, though. If he's dated a bunch of waitresses, that's been done, I would imagine.
Maybe the uniform from their competition.
Oh.
I'm a bad girl.
Yeah.
I'm a bad Applebee's girl.
I work at Chili.
Convince me to come work for you.
make sure you request the best shifts, though. I mean, you might as well milk it.
That's another good point.
And that's how you know that how he's going to start to ghost you.
Right.
You know, what do you mean I'm working Thursday lunches? That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Hey, we've nailed it. That's probably the best one we've ever had.
The sexual politics of restaurants is fascinating.
Yeah. And it's always that way.
Yes.
Lots of drama.
Or maybe, as the English say, ta-da, you could be a winner.
Can we pick our own word, like clavicle or something?
Sure, yeah, clavicle, whatever. Just pay attention. You could be the winner of $1,000 from Q95.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Silac Insurance News Desk. It's Christy Lee. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hi.
I'm Chick McGee, and we are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. And Tom, our special guest, is still here, despite the fact you keep insulting him and want him to leave. Please introduce him.
Oh, you mean Al Jackson?
Yes.
What's up, brother?
It's good to see you again, Al. We'll talk to Al in just a second. We have
All right. Okay.
we've got a couple things we have to take care of.
Special.
He's family.
You know, we have Mr. Pat Godwin over there. He's the man, the guitar, the keyboard.
Really? Now, what's he do with the guitar and the keyboard?
Yeah,
I
we
mix
haven't
them
seen
together
much of it.
and call it keyboard. Get it?
Oh.
Remember the keytar? Is that fad over?
Big fan of that.
You are?
Really?
I think
Love
it's,
the keytar.
I think it's very fun.
Let me tell you something. If you haven't seen Mr. Bruce Hornsby do a keytar solo, you've not lived.
The keytar it's like a stand-up keyboard.
But you wear it like a guitar, right?
Yeah, you wear it around your neck. It's not a stand-up keyboard.
No, it's not.
It's the exact opposite.
keyboard.
No, you're standing up playing a keyboard.
Yes.
But it's around your shoulders and you're walking around.
like a guitar
Even Steely
But there
Dan
was-
played the keytar. One of your favorite bands.
There was a guitar part to the keytar, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, it was shaped like a guitar.
Yeah, there's no reason for it to exist other than rock stars getting to stand up pretending they're playing guitar when they're a keyboard player.
And I also saw Mr. Bruce Hornsby have an accordion solo.
Oh.
That rocks.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
That's possible.
That's not true.
In small doses. No, it's possible.
Yeah.
And a tiny little bit of banjo goes a long way, but it's
You know,
possible.
Bruce Hornsby in the range, there was no range. It was just him playing all the instruments, and then he had to hire people when he went out. It was just him.
Ah,
I did not know
I love his solo stuff.
Yeah, his playing's great.
Now,
And
we
later on, it was Bruce Hornsby in the microwave. But go ahead.
is that a radar range joke?
It is.
I thought that was very
Yes.
funny.
So we went from range to microwave.
Yes.
Yes.
Then he went to the air
I'm
fryers.
sorry.
He played with the air fryer.
I know how upset you get when we make dated references. It's totally my fault.
It's time to check in the Silac news desk, Silac Insurance news desk with Christy Lee. What do we got over there?
Several European tourists became ill after drinking holy water that had apparently been heavily contaminated.
Well, that's
with
demonic
cholera.
possession right there.
3 people in Germany, 4 in the UK fell ill after directly drinking or splashing their faces with water.
I'm sorry, did
from
you
a
say
well in Ethiopia.
Cholera?
Yeah.
Well,
the well is
wait a
named
minute.
after
Hang on.
St. George. The site is considered a revered holy site
40 feet from the toilets.
by the members of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church.
Yeah, they're well known.
2 individuals required intensive care, and a bulletin from the European Center for Disease Prevention and Control noted that the
European
well
Center
is
for
in an-
Disease and Control. Can I help you?
it's in an area where they're experiencing a cholera outbreak right now.
You know what we can do is we can save time if we put the septic right next to the well.
They actually put a rope around it, so there's an actual ring around the cholera.
That was good.
I like to see another dated reference, but a good one.
Another dated reference, he said.
Is the European Center for Disease Control controlled by China like ours is?
Great question. I don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
You know, when they come and take over, you're not going to be on the protected rolls. You know?
Oh, I will be fighting tooth and nail.
Oh, I wouldn't. I've already talked to my girlfriend about this. Like, if zombies or anything happens, we both decided, like, we're not fighting.
Oh, I'm a fighter, man.
No, I'm not eating baby food for 3 years as part of the resistance. I've had a great life.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm
And
not living underground.
You're going to give up?
What are they doing?
You don't give up, Al.
What are
Yes,
they
I
doing?
do.
I'm with you, Al.
Thank you.
In the Matrix, right? You want to come have a steak? Remember this, Joey?
I remember the temptation, but I'm not doing that.
Why not?
Would you drink holy water?
No, never. I think
shouldn't
that's completely
drink
disrespectful.
Holy water.
You put it through one of those Brita things.
Sin.
What is the process? They just mumble something over
Yes,
while holding
and
the
just
Bible
sits there
open, and then
forever.
it's
Yes,
magically.
yes.
I think this should be a good lesson to you.
Process is no water filtration plant.
Oh, man.
So all these people that got this were Europeans that had flown to Ethiopia to get the holy water.
Apparently.
They're on a
My father can play dominoes better than you.
yeah, they're on a quest to get dysentery.
go.
Okay, good for you.
Bang, holy water.
Okay, more like a holy water.
A woman in England.
Straight from the a-hole of a nearby elephant. Oh, sorry.
A woman in England celebrated her 103rd birthday with a so-called butler in the buff.
Is that right? Is that right?
I don't know what I thought you were going to say, but I heard butt, and I was really excited.
Buff.
Buff. The party for great-grandmother Ms. Joan Hardcastle was organized by staff at her old folks' home. Laurel Bank in Lancaster. Miss Hardcastle and her friends were first taken to the afternoon tea at the Midland Hotel in a limo.
Remember Hardcastle and McCormick?
Oh,
Do
sure.
I remember it? I have all the episodes saved.
Was it a
man.
good show?
Absolutely.
As an extra special treat, the centenarian was surprised with a butler who served her champagne wearing only pants and a bow tie.
Well, that's not naked at all.
That's not- that's
come on. That's not what she
No.
ordered. Chippendales.
This is not right.
At least a
Let her see-
G-string or whatever a guy would
Ms.
wear.
Hardcastle's festivities.
Can I lick the whipped cream off that ass?
You know what? You're 103. You sure can, ma'am.
I'm very overwhelmed, but so grateful, and it has been a birthday to remember.
I've always wanted to make a
I don't know if she
snuff
did.
film.
I hope she wanted it. Otherwise, what are you doing?
But I don't think you're that sexy. Remember, like the last couple years of Hugh Hefner, and they would just wheel him out in that sailor's cap. I was just looking like this is what happens when you don't change your dream from a 13-year-old. And because now I look in, like, if I'm on the elevator with like two 16-year-old girls, I look at them, or 18, and I'm just like, they're just younger girls, you know, and I'm just like, we are a different species. Like, I couldn't imagine being 80 and she's 20.
Oh, like Bill Belichick? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the energy would be so weird.
Well, to each his own.
I guess so. Ask Grandma.
I think at 103 I'd still look.
Really?
Yeah, I'd look.
You think
good.
not really?
Yeah. Well,
You
it has a
can
nice
look and
abs.
not necessarily want sex.
Right.
Which is so foreign to us.
Well, I've got a 5-pound note. Do you think you'll back up into my face?
Well, she really likes the ass. She wants to lick whipped cream off of it. She wants to be smothered by it.
I think we're seeing more
munching that ass.
Yeah.
Can't breathe. I can't.
Hey, what's your name over there, mister? Are you familiar with the term gummer?
I was named Mrs. Rusty Trombone 5 years in a row.
All right.
Chili dog, chili dog, chili dog.
Boy, she's waking. We had no idea.
Kinky.
Okay, she's been around the block a few times. Now, coming up, more delights. But first, I'll remind you, we're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
There's no easy way to say this, so I'm just gonna say it. Kay, it's over. We have to break up. I'm breaking up with you. I have met somebody else. It's just better for me. Java House, peel and pour pods. I mean, you peel, all right? You pour the Java House cold brew into a cup of hot water, and in less than 10 seconds, voila. Amazingly smooth, barista quality. You don't have this. And you're a lot of work. Frankly, it shouldn't be this much work. I've stuck by you, you know that. When you were broke, it's not easy to say, but I just have to tell you, you're gross. Java House offers me so much more, not just coffee, teas, energy drinks. I appreciate you taking this as well as you are. I was worried you'd be all steamed up about this. That's disappointing. Perhaps I gave you too much credit. It's over, and I'm keeping the cats.
Java House, amazingly smooth cold brew coffee. Enjoy barista quality coffee in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. It's effortlessly easy. In fact, the hardest thing about Java House, well, that'll be figuring out which one of their many great beverages to try next.
You don't have to watch this.
Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
This is one of my favorite tunes, by the way.
Tom's going to do one of his big hits.
Oh, yeah. It is, actually. It's one of the
huge hit.
One of the better ones. Yeah, all set over there, Tom?
I beg your pardon? Who are you speaking to?
Oh.
It's that strange European accent that
Yes,
you
indeed.
can't quite place.
Yes, hello.
I'm sorry, your name, sir?
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Good morning, Mr. Bonjour.
Oh, that's very funny.
Oh, yeah, we said.
You must be the chick, the funny one. Yes. Thank you so much.
I'm sorry, we didn't catch your name.
I haven't thought of one yet.
I see.
It's Peter Merritt, isn't it? Or
I think it is Peter Merritt.
Peter Merritt.
something
Yes.
like that?
Yes. That would be very funny.
He's the crappy artist, isn't he?
Dick Merritt? Yeah.
Ricardo Merritt. Yes.
Ricardo Merritt.
Excuse me, darling. I hate to interrupt you, but there's something I must tell you. I will sing for you now. In a minute.
Let it come around.
I will sing after the band comes around.
It's the band's fault.
If you find yourself in Holland, they'll say to you, how yaman? In France, they'll say, fermez la gueule. In Athens, you'll hear scarmont. In Berlin, it's Helden Sie the Schnauzer. In Jakarta, it's simply bon com. Let me translate for you, darling. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Coming around again.
Has there ever been a topic on which you don't expound? Has there ever been a moment when your mouth wasn't making a sound? Have you ever had the feeling that you might have said enough? I am begging you, my darling, shut up, shut up, shut up. Day or night, it does not matter. You still want to shoot the breeze. When I hear your constant chatter, I'm thinking, someone shoot me, please. Maestro. Now we are in the bedroom, so comfortably inclined. But the only intercourse we're having is the conversational kind. There's just one way to stop you from blabbering so much. Say hello to Mr. Johnson and shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Bravo.
Fermez la douche.
Yes.
Bonjour.
Baird Chevalier.
Baird Chevalier.
Maurice Chevalieris. Thank you. Maurice Chevalier.
When you become the Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So, for clarity's sake, Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal.
Yeah. More or less. Get it? More or less.
Woo! Party! Oh, okay, let's settle down. Because now, here's where I tell you how to become a Bob and Tom VIP. First, click on the link at bobandtom.com. Then,
Friday, April 25th for the deadline, a special live event could be you with us having some fun right here.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. That's Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hi.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chickster.
Over there at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hey, closed circuit, thank you for the Instagram story.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the private stovepipe. Yeah. I'm Chick McGee, and we're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee. And hello, we have Al Jackson sitting next to the Chickster over there, comedian Al Jackson. And Al is on the road with Frank Caliendo and Patrick Keene. Kansas City coming up Wednesday night. Omaha, Nebraska, Thursday at Funny Bones. And then this weekend, you're going to be in Rapid City, South Dakota at the West River Comedy Club. That reminds me, Saturday, April 19th, it's going to be... that's this Saturday. Diamond Joe Casino, Northwood, Iowa. It's Willie G, along with Jeffrey Oskey, Joshua Arnold, and Mr. Pat Godwin. It's going to be a great show at the Diamond Joe Casino coming up this Saturday night.
It sounds like a baby christening with giving all their names, like Joshua Arnold and Jeffrey Oskey. We are welcoming their new son.
Oh.
How about that?
Oh.
Patrick Godwin.
That'd be a hairy boy, wouldn't it, Jeff? Boy, oh boy.
Oh, boy.
You and I had a baby.
Harry.
How would that take place? Which one would be the mom?
You know what? I'll give the birth.
I think your uterus short there, buckaroo. But
you don't know me.
Josh is like, there are ways. You don't want to know.
The Pitocin suppository.
Did they ever put a uterus in a man?
I don't know.
That worked?
I'm not sure.
Probably.
Yeah, they did. And what is it? Danny DeVito and
Junior.
Junior.
Yeah, Schwarzenegger gave birth.
Yeah, Schwarzenegger had a baby. That was a documentary.
Right.
Well, the uterus isn't a freestanding object. It's connected to tubes and stuff.
Oh, sure, yeah.
You got to put all that in.
Oh, Mr. Biology teacher.
Things they're
That's
doing.
right.
That inner nerd just stepped from right behind that curtain.
Well, it's funny because Tom knows literally nothing about biology.
That's right.
Really?
No.
I would think you would love it because it makes so much sense. That's why I love
Exactly.
physics, because it's like it's always the same. And I kind of like that about it. I don't know.
I loved biology.
Yeah,
Loved it.
it's great. Explaining the world.
I took a lot of that stuff. Physical.
Did you take anatomy and all that?
Yeah, in college and stuff, and in high school, and we'd go to a morgue and see a body, and I held a heart in my hand.
Absolutely.
Oh, you've held many hearts in your hands.
You hold my heart in your hand.
Yeah.
For the love of God.
Did I tell you when I passed out the first back surgery I saw when I was shadowing a surgeon?
No, but you passed out?
Yes, but like you don't know. I've passed out twice in my life. And because I always thought that something happened to old church ladies. Like, I was like,
yeah.
No, what dude passes out?
Yeah.
And I had been following around an internist, and they were like, my friend's a surgeon. You can go see this back surgery. So I'm like, cool. So I go in there. I don't care about blood. I'm fine. They cut this dude's back open, and they make you stay awake so you can move your arms up and down almost like you're on a Versa climb or something, just so they can see like what's working. And I was just looking at this guy's back open, and then I was just like, man, it is hot in here. Like, that's your only thought. Because you're just like, man, why is it so hot in here? And then I guess one of the nurses saw me do a little dipsy doozy, and she was like, let's go on out here. And as soon as we got outside, like, I had to, like, I couldn't even make it to the chair. I just, like, laid against the wall and fell down.
Passing out is so funny to me because it's your body and your brain going, I can't take it.
Yes.
I have to completely shut down.
And the fascinating part is the healthcare professionals can look, oh, okay, he's going to pass out. And I don't know what I'm doing, but
she
they
was
know.
eyeballing me.
Yeah.
A lot of phlebotomists know immediately whether or not you're going to pass out.
That is the dirtiest, not dirty word.
Phlebotomist?
Oh, phlebotomist. Sounds like some kind of really excessive masturbator. Not someone who takes your blood. He was arrested.
Maybe she likes it on the bottom.
He was arrested for phlebotomizing at the.
Phlebotomist.
Actually,
when you put it that way.
we have a masturbatory. You know what I'm saying?
Plays with him.
Christy, this involves Disney World, I think.
Yeah, a man was arrested after he was spotted roaming Disneyland's New Orleans Square naked.
Oh, it is New Orleans.
KABC. I'm sorry.
New Orleans.
Yeah. KABC reports that park staff tried to steer visitors away from the area as the naked man climbed onto one of the buildings, exposing himself to those below.
Nothing to see here.
He was arrested for trespassing.
Well, they say I was naked in New Orleans.
And being under the influence of narcotics. Yeah.
So he's not in the real New Orleans. He's at Disney World.
Disneyland.
Oh, Disneyland. Okay, so that's incredibly inappropriate.
Yes.
Hey, I'm Goofy. Look, I have no clothes on.
What if they didn't give him clothes? They just dropped him off on Bourbon Street. It's like, you do that here.
Yeah, this is where it.
Wow, that's not. The kids don't need to see that.
No.
Well, it would be great. It would be great if some little kid looked up. Wow, Daddy, it sure is a small world after all.
Now, in your scenario, the child is heckling the.
Yes, he's noticing that
for the smallness of his unit.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Wouldn't that be great?
Wouldn't that be great?
I got your Matterhorn right here, huh?
Oh, God.
Right.
I told you that. I saw my dad one time. I was making too much noise downstairs, and they were up in the room.
And as a punishment, he made you look at his penis?
He yelled at me downstairs, and he was, angry, naked. And he said, "Come up here and get your beating."
Oh.
I was making
Did he
too much
clothe
noise.
himself?
He did by the time I got up there, but when he was doing the yelling from the top of the stairs, wait a minute, I'll close my eyes.
Boy.
Yep, there it is.
Okay.
This is punishment enough, Dad. You don't have to spank me.
Seriously.
Please.
Wow, that's too much information.
Oh, Joe.
Speaking of information, we get our information from the Silac Insurance News Desk with Christy Lee. See what I did there, Al?
I love everything about what you
A
just
bad
did.
topic, just segue right out of it.
Damn
I
right.
was fascinated by that. It was like the origin story of a fetish.
It never happened.
A teacher in Buffalo, New York, has been placed on leave after accidentally giving students THC edibles.
Oh, my fault.
The teacher claims he thought they were Sour Patch Kids. This incident happened at William Grabiar's School of Excellence.
Oh, jeez.
That
Police
sounds so Buffalo.
Grabiar's.
Welcome to William Grabiar here in
Yeah.
Buffalo.
Police said
Josh Allen is God.
Police said the packaging resembled candy, but had a small THC label. The teacher claimed he was unaware.
Whoops. I can see it happening. They need to label those real well.
They do.
It'd be funny if it was like an art class. Kids are really stoned, tracing their hands, going, "Hey, man, this looks like a turkey, man. You put like a thingy by the face by your thumb, man."
One student, 11-year-old Jair Richardson, said he was terrified after feeling the effects of the THC.
I'm not sure what happened, man, but this music from the string cheese incident sounds good.
Well, there was that story a couple years ago where I guess this bride thought it was going to be funny to spike the food at her wedding.
Oh, yeah.
You guys remember that? Years ago, we covered that on DBL.
Sure.
And what people forget, they're like, oh, it's just an edible. But when you don't know you've taken it, you think you're losing your mind.
Yeah, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Not
Right.
cool.
Absolutely.
Not a good idea. But speaking of weddings, as they say, may the 4th be with you. May 4th, that is
Oh, Chicken Joyce it.
Star Wars Day.
Star Wars Day, May the 4th. May the 4th, Tom.
A
Star
Las
Wars.
Vegas Wedding Chapel is now offering special themed ceremonies for Star Wars Day. KSNV reports Little Vegas Chapel offering the Star Wars themed wedding packages for fans who want to incorporate their favorite movie franchise into their big special.
Luke, I am your father-in-law.
There are 2 packages, Tom.
You have to, if it's the Little Vegas, you have to have little people.
Little Vegas Chapel.
Marrying.
One would hope, yeah.
Yes.
Well, I'm sure they have classy things like, Elvis and...
What was the Star Wars striptease show? Because I went to it.
I don't know.
In Vegas?
I remember.
It was
No, we
touring.
did that story.
It was called
yes.
The Empire Strips Back,
Right.
I think.
I think you're right.
Really?
I went to that.
No.
Yes, I went with my girl and 2 2 couples of friends of ours. It was the sexiest thing.
Wow.
Oh my goodness! Because they were allowed to use the official Star Wars outfits.
Really?
So it looked So they had the stuff. So it didn't look cheesy, and the girls were sexy. Everybody in that joint was like, we were all around the same. It was everybody left there like, I'm gonna see you in about 20 minutes.
Wow.
Oh man. Ooh. Oh, it was so sexy.
The 2 wedding packages include Yoda One for Me and Love Star. They include a ceremony officiated not by little people, but Princess Leia or Darth Vader.
Oh, you got to go
Custom
Darth.
Star Wars music and a lightsaber-adorned podium. It'll set you back $600 to $860.
Well, that's
That's not bad for a wedding.
Oh, I'm sure that there are people who dress up.
Fraction
Of course.
cost.
Yeah.
You don't want to dress up. Let me see if I can remember my Star Wars. You don't want to dress up as Luke and Princess Leia, right?
No, that'd be brother and sister, and that'd be creepy.
Well, it turns out eventually, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't know that. You don't know that going in the beginning. But there are probably people that do.
You know, Vader is Danish for for father. So to me, if you were Danish and you were watching Empire Strikes Back, and he goes, Luke, I'm your father. Yeah, we thought you might be. Lucas didn't keep us in mind.
Yeah.
When,
Darth Father. We got it.
yeah, we thought maybe.
I don't remember that being like a big reveal in the movie.
Apparently it was.
Surprised
I think we
by
were
that
too
at
young
all.
to get that.
Maybe so. I don't.
Yeah,
Didn't they blow it? Was that the one where they blew it with they were giving the cups away?
Oh, that was Star Trek and Spock Lives.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, they didn't.
He died in one movie, and the next one came out, and the first glass was Spock Lives.
Yeah. Oh, whoops. Okay. All right. I guess you could do. Would you want to do a fun themed wedding, Christy? You've done 4 of them. Have any of them been themed?
Well, I mean,
Didn't you have dogs at your first one?
yes, I had my dogs at the first wedding.
bridesmaids?
Yeah, well, I walked down the aisle with them.
She wanted to have dogs at our wedding. Oh, my God.
Who did?
Hey, Andy.
Andy?
That should have been the first.
No.
Andy,
Andy did Andy planned the whole wedding.
I'm the only one on a leash here.
I got some flowers, bought a dress.
Hey, Andy, is that a clip-on bolo tie?
No, it's an actual noose. Don't you worry about it.
It's kind of race themed, I guess.
Oh, really?
Wow.
You mean automobile race?
Not like
Yes.
the white race and the black race.
I was going to say, you picked just the one, huh?
Hey, Miss Walken,
Seriously,
Al,
what is wrong with you?
I'm proud of our race.
God.
Al, I'll show you to your seat.
You got a lot of cards, a lot of race
Now,
cards.
you can see us on the monitor, right?
You know, I was going to ask bride or groom, but I don't think either.
Well. Thank you very much. It's time to check in with Chick McGee across the way and learn about the Raycon earbuds, the best earbuds ever made.
Raycon everyday earbuds that make a great gift for mom on, they call it Mother's Day. The everyday earbuds by Raycon, perfect for mommy, whether she's hitting the gym or talking to somebody on the phone. They're perfect for Raycon earbuds. And the latest model, better than ever, they have a 32-hour battery life. Multi-point connectivity lets you pair with 2 devices at once, and mom will never ask you for Bluetooth help again. Raycon does it for her. Raycon also has quick charge function. Just 10 minutes on charge yields 90 minutes of battery. And Raycons also have the active noise cancellation, and they come in all the colors. Raycon offers a 30-day happiness guarantee return policy. Just go to buyraycon.com/Tom, and you get 20% off site-wide. Right now, that's Raycon, 20% off site-wide. buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. So if you want to get married Star Wars style in Vegas, you can do it. And is this the same place that does the Elvis stuff?
Little wedding? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
That's a standard.
Could you have Elvis dressed as Darth Vader? I don't know.
Oh, that'd be kind of meta.
Yeah.
As they say.
Wait, so you don't even go inside to see the Star Wars people? They just come through the drive-through window?
No, you go inside.
But do you need a theme on top of it? Isn't the drive-through the theme?
Yeah.
Well, we're not driving through. Did I say drive-through?
Or just like the little chapel. It's kind of, I know it's not drive-through, but
Oh,
it's
but
kind of
it's like
a
the quickie
fast
wedding.
food of
Yeah,
weddings.
right.
Like, do you need something on top of that?
Yeah.
No, that's certainly enough. Now, what's coming up, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we have a dispatcher who uses a 911 to order breakfast, which is probably not a good idea. A guy blaming his Crocs for his crash at a come and go. And
I believe that.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't wear sandals or Crocs.
No. They'll
you
get stuck
get
in
caught.
there.
Got to feel that pedal.
Yeah.
And we all love AAA. We have AAA in an interesting story coming up with a woman fleeing police.
All right. We'll look forward to all those things. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
When Charles was a young prince, he never thought he'd be king. Finally ruling England at the age of 73. King Chuck. The Queen was his mama. Lucky Chuck. She used the Oxford comma. Born in the royal palace, hands never callous. King Chuck. Now that his mama's gone, I hope he doesn't fail. What exactly did he do as the fancy Prince of Wales? King Chuck. His teeth and ears look big and funny. Bucky Chuck. Will they fit on stamps and money? Born in the royal palace, hands never callous. King Chuck. The Queen, she had her corgis. Prince Andrew had his orgies. He's wild, that brother Andy. On Epstein Island, dude got randy. Prince Harry moved from good out to Hollywood. King Chuck. Charles loves the polo ponies and dressing up for ceremonies. He wears a kilt, please don't stare. He's not wearing underwear. Finally gets to rule cause he's got the family jewels. King Chuck. He married Diana, they had a castle and a villa. King, but all the time he dreamed about the homely one, Camilla. King Chuck. Couldn't wait to get his hands on Horny Chuck. Said he'd like to be her tampon. Born in the royal palace, has the royal phallus. He's so old it won't be long, we'll have to write another song. King Will.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Hey everybody, it's Frank Caliendo, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of stand-up dates, and I'm not sure where to put my hands right now, but this is the deal. We're going to be in places like Appleton, Wisconsin, Toledo, Ohio, Des Moines, Iowa. There's a whole bunch of them. We'll let you know how to do that on the screen right here. And why did I say we? Is that my new pronoun? No. I have a bunch of other people with me. Those people are Patrick Keene. You've seen his teeth, probably on your dentist wall. They're tremendous, very good teeth. Willie Griswold. You know why he's with us. And of course, Al Jackson.
And that's when they realized it's going to be a fun show.
Hello, my name is Alexa. Are you looking for Bob and Tom Radio? Well, it's on me. Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
Hey, Hollywood swinging. Well, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Christy Lee dancing at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Happy tax day to all who celebrate.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Chick McGee. Have to pay taxes. And hello, Tom. We got a special guest, buddy.
Oh, we do. And I want to justify something that I did earlier.
What's that?
All right.
I was mentioning, well, let me do it this way. Al, do you remember the first record or tape, a song that you actually paid for as a kid?
Absolutely.
What was it?
Eric B. and Rakim, Follow the Leader. Yeah.
What's it called?
Why don't you hum that for him, Tom?
Eric B. and Rakim, Follow the Leader.
That doesn't spring to mind.
That was the first. That was the first CD I think I bought.
Nice.
Was that one. And then I remember my sister got the Paul Abdul album.
Which one, please?
Was it?
Or what was on there?
Straight Up.
Oh, of course, Straight Up.
Yeah, okay, that was on there, yeah.
And Josh is quite the Paula Abdul fan.
Big fan.
MC Scat Cat.
Yes,
Scat
sure. Opposite the track, my friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look, that's a catchy song.
It is.
That's
Dude, I
like-
think she has great songs.
Yeah, she's great.
Cold as Ice.
Oh, yeah.
Or, I'm sorry, Cold Hearted Snake. Yes, yeah.
Al, earlier today, I played this song, much to the dismay of everyone.
Oh, yeah. Here
No, we kind of like it, I think.
No, we don't.
No, we
Speak
don't.
for me.
I'm sorry. I have an appreciation.
Here we go. Now, this is Papa Mau Mau. Remember this one?
Remember this one.
Not.
Now, this is the Rivingtons' original version. I want to defend myself. In the movie E.T., that song makes an appearance.
Oh, it does.
So how is that defending yourself?
Well, it just shows what a classic it is.
I see.
Does it?
Yeah.
I would argue E.T. isn't a classic.
You're wrong about that.
Well, I'll tell you why I'm not wrong. Because when was the last time any of you guys watched E.T.? I'll wait for you to make up
It's
a
a
date.
hard-
Yeah.
That's
no one
fair.
ever watches it again.
Because
not-
it's so emotional and so. Go ahead.
Right.
It gets you. I
A
don't want to
ton
see
of
it again.
classics aren't watched all that often.
Yeah.
What? Like what?
They're hard to watch.
But the thing of classic cars, you don't always see them out and about.
Sunday mornings.
What?
That's when people bring their classic cars out.
Cars and
Yeah,
coffee.
to a special place.
Right.
You're not going to go out on a random Tuesday afternoon and see a bunch of classic cars.
But you'll never see E.T. anywhere.
You don't watch E.T. every Sunday
No
morning?
one has. What? I don't even know the point of it. Like I don't remember
You don't
it at
know
all.
the little alien? She finds him in the
So what you're saying is I am wrong when I say that Papa Mau Mau is a classic song?
No, I'm just saying no one will know it from E.T. because people don't.
Maybe do they know it from the Beach Boys version
No,
of it?
you're wrong
Beach
that you
Boys.
think people know what the song is.
I kind of know.
You're awfully wrong.
It's a classic by the Rivingtons.
It
But
doesn't
it
mean
means,
everybody
it means
knows.
more to
No.
you than it does to most people.
Al, I was at an event and I met a couple. They had a beautiful young son. They named him Rivington. I said, "Oh, after the song Papa Mau Mau," and I think they ditched me.
Yeah, they had no idea what he was talking about, thus arguing against your point.
Right.
No, just showing that some people are ignorant.
Okay.
They probably thought you were speaking in tongues, and they were like,
Yeah,
"What's going
Papa
on with
Mau
Tom?"
Mau, boy.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the Rivingtons, then they did their version. They came out with this one, you probably remember.
Boy, another stinks on ice.
And then, of course, the Trash Men.
Sound.
That was the bass.
Yes, that was the pepper shaker.
Are you putting pepper on your eggs over there?
No,
What are you doing?
the Trash Men did the more popular version.
I love that version.
Yeah.
Love it.
Jesus!
Wow, that's
Jeez.
loud.
Next to
Yeah, a little bit of meth.
yes, next to Freddie Cannon, the most aggressive vocal ever recorded.
But those were all hits in their own way.
Sure.
Well, they were also dances, right?
No, not
Surfing Bird may have been.
I don't remember the
There was a bird dance that went with that. I might be totally making that
I
up.
don't know that.
Here you go, Al. Ready?
Tom might know.
Tell me, do you really want to
Love me forever. Ow, ow, ow. Hit and run.
See, Josh loves this one.
I do love it.
I love it too.
Song is awesome.
You
Okay.
I can only imagine. I'm dancing in my bedroom to that cassette.
Your dad downstairs thinking,
My dad sees it, goes up to my mom and goes, well, I know one wedding we're not going to have to pay for.
yeah, because the gay weddings were illegal then at that point, yeah.
Perhaps
Okay.
you could tell Al that you and your three brothers, a wonderful, perfect day would be you'd go
Downstairs. Was at the time, it was an unfinished basement. And so there were like poles and stuff like that. And
I'm already there in my mind.
Yes, we would roller skate and play records and just roller skate around the basement.
Yes.
Oh, I love you.
Now I hold your hands and we spin.
See, my
dad
version.
goes, "Can I go back to Vietnam, please?"
my version of that, and I think I speak for a large contingent of men as well. One of my favorite songs of all time, Britney Spears' "Toxic."
Yeah.
I think it is just the sexiest song.
Very.
It's a sexy song. Like, it's still like you can go dance with your girl, and it's kind of like, it's fun. It's Britney, but like, I love that song. Her
I also
and Paula.
like "I'm a Slave for You."
Oh, yeah.
That might hit you differently, but
It
it's
does. Again, it's the version I heard.
I feel so much
That's super
better.
sick because she had the
boy.
snake.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
She has a snake.
Oh.
Yeah, that was all right.
Pat, do you remember the first?
Creepy old man language.
I do, yeah.
What's the first record? Was it a record or a tape?
I was 5. It was a single, "She Loves You" by the Beatles. I forget, it was on the other side.
It was a revered song right from the start.
You
I had
bought a
amazing
Beatles
taste.
record.
I didn't like "You Want to Hold Your Hand." I liked "She Loves You." I thought that was
I like
the
that
one.
better song.
I like that,
Yeah.
At 5.
And it warped. I had it in the
5 years
sunshine
old.
for too long.
"She loves you."
That's exactly how it sounded. I said, "Mom, buy me another one."
It was the Archie Sugar Sugar. Come on.
For you, was that your first?
Yes.
Well, you were fat.
Well, that's a good song.
I was fat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
like
fat.
songs about sugar.
I was a fat kid. You're
Wow.
right. Thanks.
When did Josh go all Hitler on everybody?
Hitler.
All over young Chris.
I learned from the best.
Oh, thank you very
when
much.
it comes to
I do it because you, Dad. You showed me how.
Let's go over to the Silac Insurance News Desk with Christy Lee.
All right. A Georgia man says he called 911 only to hear the dispatcher ordering breakfast from McDonald's.
Now, how bad's it bleeding, sir?
Dylan Johnson told WTOC he called the
sausage
emergency line
burritos and-
after his wife told him someone was trying to break into their home.
Can I get an extra hash brown?
When he was able to get through, the dispatcher appeared to be talking to others and ordering breakfast during the call. In a recording, the dispatcher appears to say, McGriddle. I'm sorry, what? Mr. Johnson said whoever had been trying to break in had left by the time police arrived.
It was the Hamburglar.
But the experience left him shocked. By the way,
obviously the person.
that dispatcher has been disappointed.
Well, they probably didn't know they had a call.
Yeah,
on the
something
line.
weird
Did
happened.
one of the hamburger McDonald characters make this noise?
Rubble, rubble.
Rubble. Now, who is that?
David Bowie.
Is that hamburger?
Rubble.
Rubble, rubble.
Yeah, the hamburger would go rubble, rubble.
Did
You
it
didn't
really?
see the Hamburglar a lot, though. You saw a lot of Grimace.
Yeah.
He definitely was the Diana Ross of the McDonald's. Like, he was out front and center. But, like, what were the other ones?
Birdie.
Flo.
Birdie.
Who's
I don't
Birdie?
remember Birdie.
Birdie was simply a bird.
Mayor McCheese.
I remember that.
I think that's where they got the chicken McNuggets from, was Birdie.
Really?
Wow, that was
There were actually
that was the actual incredible opposite of anybody laughing. That was amazing.
No, I think I didn't know that until just now.
You thought I was.
Yeah, I had no idea. Well, that'd be a really bad idea, wouldn't it? The kids are thinking they're eating the big bird. I'm so sorry. If you're just joining us, lucky you.
Yeah.
We're going to start fresh right now. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios and proud to be here. And this is the Bob and Tom Show. That's Al Jackson, comedian. Give me a breather here because I got to remind you, Al Jackson's out with Frank Caliendo, Patrick Keane, and sometimes Willie G. Willie won't be in the next few because he's got a wedding to go to. But these guys are going to be in Kansas City tomorrow night at the Funny Bone.
We're now naming people who aren't on the bill.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You get much bigger names if you do that.
Out of control.
Yeah. Al and Frank will be at Omaha. Jerry Seinfeld won't be.
He has a destination wedding.
Right. Yeah.
Jim Gaffigan, no, he won't be there either.
No. But,
No, he can't be there.
If Dix
Jay-Z
could talk.
scheduled to not be there.
Yeah, he can't.
Oh, wait a minute. Tom's making one of his sleight of hand insults. What was that, Tom?
Hey, if Dix could talk.
Yeah, like you play along.
Yeah, baby.
Sorry. Where was I?
I don't know. Where were you?
Oh, I know. Al Jackson and Frank Caliendo and Patrick Keane. Let's see. Wednesday, Kansas City at the Funny Bone. Thursday, Omaha at the Funny Bone. Over the weekend, the West River Comedy Club in Rapid City, South Dakota. And then Saturday, April 19th, it's these guys, Willie G., Jeff Oskey, Josh Arnold, and Pat Godwin. at the Diamond Joe Casino, Northwood, Iowa. Do not miss the show. Now, it's time to turn that way and go back to Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Have we missed anything?
Christy Lee's at the news desk. Willie isn't there.
Yeah, you can't be here.
No, he can't be
Just
here
Christy.
tonight. No.
Neither is Beyonce.
No, Beyonce's not here.
Queen Bee.
Now, Paula Abdul, is she in your list of go-tos? If
She was.
Good question.
She's a small gal, isn't she?
Yeah, she's about my size.
Yeah.
She's a dancer.
My neighbor, my neighbor's mom had the greatest Paula Abdul's hits or whatever on VHS. It was all her videos, and I borrowed it and just whacked it. Oh, yeah. I mean, it was, so she was one of the first.
I only wish, some of you are lucky you're watching on YouTube, but the hand motion you
Yes,
when you said,
and the sincerity, the way he sold it.
Yes.
You know that this is Josh the truth.
I do like that he didn't dance around it. He was just like, I'm going to tell you what happened. As soon
No,
as
I mean, it was like one of the first videos that I really enjoyed myself too.
Well, good for you.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's something.
Go around the horn and check your first one.
Paul Abdul?
No, your first video.
One, what?
Remember, I invented it in the tub.
Okay, good. Never mind. We'll go to back to you, Christy. What have you got?
The water pick. I thought that's what you were going for.
Oh.
You got to be careful with those settings.
Christy, she had an answer. You could hurt
I
yourself
did.
with a water pick. Though.
Oh, the shower, the one on the shower.
I see.
Oh, I thought you meant
That
fresh
had the
breath down there.
massages. You know, you could change the massage.
Some of
I've
those
seen
settings are like needle.
Hell yeah, they are.
Yeah.
You have to be very careful.
You got to be careful.
Otherwise, you're in there all day.
You're very. By the way,
You will injure your clitoris.
this is a thank you for the. This
And the handheld's a lot easier to use.
I'll talk to you, Al, since you're semi-reasonable.
I also want to talk about the handhelds. Because why else would those really exist
Right?
except for that?
Oh no!
Stop it.
I love that handheld thing because it's the only way I can get under this armpit because my arm won't go up.
No.
But that's just me. Now here I have a question.
Your butt, but with those in the handheld in the shower.
You can go back there and do a little
I
fun.
have, yeah.
You better.
I love it.
You better.
Now, Al, you stay in a lot of hotels. You're on the road. So I was recently in a hotel, and I'm not kidding here. This is kind of complicated, but I think you guys might have been in the same hotel. To turn the shower on, you had to kind of go around this glass wall. Now follow me here.
Mm-hmm.
So you couldn't put you couldn't put your arm in and turn the shower on.
Yes,
you had to be in the shower to turn it on.
No, you didn't have to.
Yes, you did.
No.
Yes, and
I can understand why you thought you had to, but go ahead.
How did you do it?
I just turned it on and got in the shower.
It's ice cold.
So this is the last place we were?
Time
all
before
together
last.
on the
No.
before last?
The one that had the curtains that went all the way around
Yes.
the room.
Oh, yeah.
Or the glass?
No,
The glass.
Glass.
The glass was, I remember it being as easy a shower as...
No, you couldn't. In mine,
Thursday.
you had to be in the shower to turn it on.
So the water
Really?
got you
I'm
before
sorry.
it got warm.
I got to be Team Tom on this now that I know what we're talking about.
And you couldn't.
Yes,
There
it was
are-
a beautiful shower, but the glass it wasn't the sliding glass.
Right,
There was
the
Yes.
side
one.
is
Right, you would,
stuck.
unless you were Dikembe Mutombo, you couldn't reach your arm around and test it.
I don't remember this.
So you had to be in the shower to turn it on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And it was going to be ice cold. So I had to.
I got you.
Or you could get right up against the wall like this.
That's what I did, yeah.
And then turn it on so it's going over your shoulder. And then, of course, you can feel the light splashing of the freezing cold water till it gets up to temperature. But then you can back into it.
That's how you take a shower when you think you're going to get jumped in prison. Yeah, you're just back against the wall. Who wants some? Double dragon.
In movies, you always see people just go in, stand under it, and turn it
on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you're just miserable the first 45 seconds?
That's why acting is so hard.
It is, yeah.
It's acting like it's a hot shower.
Just saying.
I know you want to hear the first record I ever bought. That's right. It's a band called Elephant's Memory. And this is Mongoose.
This is already amazing.
Wasn't this from the... Isn't this from the movie Midnight Cowboy or something?
No. I don't think so. It's only like 9 minutes.
What is this?
How cool is this?
Mongoose.
What year are we talking?
68, 69 along
This is your first album.
That's a wild tune.
That really is.
It's kind of pre-hip hop.
A little bit. It's like
All
hip hop
around.
and funk, and
I don't know if we'll get the mongoose. Then they yell mongoose.
It's interesting that you like that.
Why?
Why
this
is that
right up, to
interesting?
me, this is right up Chick's alley.
Yeah.
Yes. What do you
Okay, and I was correct. Elephant's Memory is on the soundtrack to Midnight Cowboy.
No kidding. Oh, there you go.
What is that song called?
Mongoose.
Okay.
I could just see Chick jumping in a Jeep with no top on it.
Yeah.
Just like he's got the sunglasses,
That's
and the
right.
girl next to him was like kind of feeling him, and then he turns that song on, and she's like, "Oh, it's going down tonight."
Oh, yeah.
Like that's a dope song for
And-
a specific kind of guy.
For the rest of the time in the car, she's on my lap.
Oh,
Facing
look
me,
at
but
that.
so I can.
Look at- yeah.
Oh, very interesting. Yes.
Safety first.
What do you think, Tom?
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, very good. Thank you very much. You're welcome. You paid cash for that. That sounds so outstanding. Right now, I want to talk a little bit about Mother's Day.
Hurtful.
And I'm going to try to do it right this time. Steven Singer, of course, Steven Singer Jewelers. They've got Mother's Day down. He's been doing it for a long time, and he knows that it's a requirement that you act on Mother's Day and get all those moms in your life something nice. He has a limited edition of the 24-karat gold-dipped rose. This time it's called the Blue Moon, the limited quantity. And I was talking to Stephen about this. We were talking to him not too long ago. And what happens is just before Mother's Day, everybody tries to get in the action. So I'm asking you, the smart people out there, get in the action now because they're going to run out. I'm telling you right now, here's how easy it is. You go to IHateStevensinger.com, look for the 24-karat gold-dipped Blue Moon Rose for Mother's Day. It'll come in a beautiful box with a nice card with nice cards stuck.
Okay.
Telling that mom how much you love her, and shipping is free. Have I made it all clear?
Yes, you have.
Now, if this mother happens to also be, Josh, your lover, yes, if, in other words, in your case, that would not be happening. But
no.
In the case of many others, that mom out there happens to be their other significant person, partner slash lover.
Mother of your children.
Could be.
God.
Now, the point here is then you can do the double whammy by getting the At Last bracelet, dangle it from the rose, and have a great weekend with the old in-out, as they used to say in the movie.
Gosh,
in the
it's
movie.
That's a very good question there, Al.
I'm just.
That is
Thank you. That's also the song that, like, when it's playing in the room, you're like, "Don't go in Uncle Chick's room right now."
Yeah,
he's got a song on.
That was
busy.
Yeah, it's funny.
And I was making a Clockwork Orange reference. Thank you. Steven Singer Jewelers. Go to IHateStevensinger.com. You're going to thank me if you get the bracelet, too. I'm just telling you.
Thank you when you shut up.
Okay.
My little droogie.
HR buddy.
It's IHateStevensinger.com. And we are about to return to the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Greatness isn't given. It's earned. It starts from the ground up with every step, every move, every moment. Because when the game is on the line, you need the best. The new Sport Athletic Performance insole from Orange Insoles. Stability, support, dominance. Orange Insoles, because greatness starts from the ground up, even when you're sitting down.
Joining us in the Napa Auto Parts Studios in the special annex to my right and behind Josh. Scoot over there, Josh. Yes.
This is the new, this is the new
I know.
lighter thing. So
It's, doing your phone, yes. We have Donnie Baker along with the Pork Pistols.
Hey, boys.
Donnie Baker on tour right
Good,
now. Donnie, entrepreneur. Donnie, famous for his koozies and other semi-legal merchandise.
paraphernalia.
Donnie, I like your wolf T-shirt with the wolf wearing a nice Santa cap.
Yep, it's Santa Wolf. I still got my boat for sale too, Tom, if you can mention that.
Okay, now, you know that Morgan Freeman's selling his boat, so you're up against Mr.
Yeah, I appreciate him boat blocking me like everybody else.
He's boat blocking you?
I've got a neighbor, 4 lots down, selling his boat, 500 less than my boat.
Uh-oh.
And he don't even have an outboard motor on his. Mine's got an Evinrude's, if you can mention that when you plug it. He don't even have an outboard. He's got an inbred motor, which runs good, but his sister has to start it. how can I compete with that? You know, I'm on Craigslist. He's got a whole budget to advertise on Ancestry.com. So, of course, he's
That sounds great. I'm surprised you have an Evan root. I thought you'd be more of a Johnson guy.
Nope, got an Evan Reed. Stick the governor off it, though. It's a beast on water.
So I'm sorry that you're getting yacht blocked, but we need to get to the band here. Once again, can you introduce the fellas in the band?
Yeah, on bass, I got Todd Boner. And then on lead guitar, my best friend ever, Scotty Winkler. And on drums, we got Dusty Privet. So this is our band. We're the Pork Pistols. We started off as Dirt Nickel years ago. And then Boner quit, and we came Mucus Plug, and then that didn't last, and Scotty got on the pills, and then we was Turtles with the D. See, we're done with Christian rock. What we're doing here is so much different.
Well, now, Donnie, I know we have time for a couple more tunes here. Is this your new original one? What are we playing?
This is a new original tape I wrote. It sort of ties into Thanksgiving, because, you know, this is really the only time of year starting mixing stuff in your meals. Nobody really sits down with 4 or 5 side dishes when they go out, to wherever they're eating. This is like home style stuff like the Pilgrims did. But it can sometimes shock your system. And that's what this tape's about, from Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. And I'll start this one, Dusty. This sounds like my boat when I start my boat. Okay, and we do this one because Motley Crue pissed out and quit, so somebody's got to sing their tapes good. Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. Always travel with Febreze. Got one in the chamber, give it a squeeze. I swear to God it was a short. Oh, I hope it ain't. Oh no, I'm laying paint. Yeah, I gambled on a fart, won a liquid dart. Said, oh no, payday. Yeah, I got skid marks when I left it in park. Said, oh no, mayday.
There's no easy way to say this, so I'm just gonna say it. Kay, it's over. We have to break up. I'm breaking up with you. I have met somebody else. It's just better for me. Java House, peel and pour pods. I mean, you peel, all right? You pour the Java House cold brew into a cup of hot water, and in less than 10 seconds, voila. Amazingly smooth, barista quality. You don't have this. And you're a lot of work. Frankly, it shouldn't be this much work. I've stuck by you, you know that. When you were broke, it's not easy to say, but I just have to tell you, you're gross. Java House offers me so much more, not just coffee, teas, energy drinks. I appreciate you taking this as well as you are. I was worried you'd be all steamed up about this. That's disappointing. Perhaps I gave you too much credit. It's over, and I'm keeping the cats.
Java House, amazingly smooth cold brew coffee. Enjoy barista quality coffee in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. It's effortlessly easy. In fact, the hardest thing about Java House, well, that'll be figuring out which one of their many great beverages to try next.
You don't have to watch this.
Order online at javahouse.com. Java House.
At the beautiful Ruoff Music Center, Saturday, September 13th. Want to win tickets? We'll get the iHeartRadio app, and I'll tell you how to do it.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios with Pat, Chrissy, Josh.
Hi there.
I'm Chick. We have a special guest, Tom. We're going to tell him about history, aren't we?
Yeah, we guess what we forgot to do today.
Yep. Whoops.
Yep. Whoops, indeed.
I went down a rabbit hole over here.
Oh, yeah?
About what?
I was thinking you guys were playing some dance music, that Paula Abdul dance song.
Yep.
And I was thinking about dance. There's a certain group of songs where I'll talk to you, Al, where they
he was laughing at you too.
They teach you how to do the dance in the song.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm talking about, Al?
Tootsie Roll?
That's one. Land of a Thousand Dances.
To the left? To the right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
I mean, the most obvious example, of course, would be
the electric slide.
The hokey pokey.
Oh, sure. That's the original.
Boy, way back.
See, to me, this is like a TV show like Gilligan's Island that tells you the premise of the show in the song.
What about Cupid Shuffle? You know that one?
Oh, that's a good one.
That one tells you exactly what to do.
Exactly.
To the left, to the left, to the right.
That's very helpful for me.
I have a question, Tom.
Yeah.
Is the hokey pokey a song?
Yeah.
It is, but my gosh.
But it's not a song like
that you enjoy.
Purple Rain is a song.
Right.
It's kind of like, remember when you were kids and you would have like walking down the street 3 times a week. I read it. Remember those kind of
Yeah, it's
things,
almost chanty.
Yeah, but it's not a song. Is the hokey pokey
shimmy, shimmy,
it would never be played on purpose?
For enjoyment.
Oh, are you kidding? At a wedding, it's fun.
Well, sure.
That and then the Macarena. No, but do they tell you how to do the Macarena, or do you have to figure it out on your own?
You have to know the dance.
See, I like it where they tell you what to do. That way you don't feel awkward on the dance floor.
Straight out.
Yeah.
Here to not get late again tonight.
Now,
So embarrassing.
In the twist, does Chubby Checker delineate the actual?
Baby, let's do the twist.
No, you don't.
No, he just orders her to do it.
Does he explain the hip shaking, and you have to know?
No.
So, like, if a Martian came down, they would.
Come on, baby.
No, they wouldn't know what to do. Huh?
Do you have another hit?
Yeah, let's twist again.
Let's twist again. So not really.
Oh, his Jaws 2 of songs?
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
The twist has been a hit many times. Oh, I'm sorry. We're supposed to be doing Today in History. I got to dig up. What day is today? Oh, it's April 15th.
April
of course.
15th, tax day.
Of course. How could I forget? All right. Do we have the music?
This is the I've lost the history music.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right.
Happy birthday to Leonardo da Vinci. Born in 1425.
Woo.
Old man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happy birthday to Seth Rogen. It's I have not seen it yet, but I've heard his new show. What's it called? The Studio?
The Studio.
It's getting great reviews. And doesn't he have his own line of
weed?
Marijuana-related
I believe so.
Products and that sort of thing? Happy birthday, Maisie Williams, Game of Thrones.
I'm not sure
Arya?
which one she is.
I don't know who she is.
Arya? Is she the hitman? Maybe. I'm not sure which one she is.
And then let's go back in time and talk about events on this date.
All right.
Ooh, 1865. President Lincoln dies on this
Oh,
day.
yeah. He got shot, didn't he?
But it took him. It took him a while.
Yeah.
He had just taken his hat off. Guy behind him could have seen.
Sic semper tyrannis.
He's just trying to shoot his hat off.
Yeah.
So
That's your defense.
1912, the Titanic sinks.
Boy, this is a rough day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. A lot of people died there.
Yeah, did you know that a lot of them washed up on shore miles away?
Yeah, they didn't shower that morning because they just wash up on shore.
You guys probably still buy that iceberg theory, don't you?
The Chinese had something to do with it?
No, it was the government.
Have you seen the new 3D? The scientists have now a 3D depiction of the Titanic in its graveyard down there.
Yikes.
I saw it.
It's amazing. Amazing photographs. Here we go. This is a happy day. 1955, Ray Kroc opens the first McDonald's. Who knows where it was?
It's probably killed more people than the Titanic.
California somewhere.
Illinois.
Yeah, like.
Yes.
Oh, is it Illinois?
Is it?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, I was guessing because Wendy's is Ohio, Dublin,
Right.
Ohio,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Friendly Ohio.
Des Plaines, Illinois.
Des Plaines.
Is that how you say it?
De Plaine.
My buddy's from there. I asked him once. I forgot how to say it.
It's not De Plaines? Like
like little, like, yeah.
Be cool with
Well, I bet people from there really get tired of that. I know. Where's De Plaine? We get it a lot.
De Plaine. De chocolate. Remember that joke?
Nope.
No. Hervé Verichez or whatever the hell his name is.
Villager.
Ordering at Dunkin' Donuts. I'll have de plain, and chocolate.
See, now
I think it's the way you tell it that really.
For a like a plain donut is what you're saying, right?
He wants.
That's how you want to play this?
That's how we'll play it, baby. Sit down. Let's talk. Let's do it.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
What?
Once again, Al and Frank and Patrick. Kansas City Funny Bone tomorrow, then it's Omaha and Rapid City over the weekend, and then the big boys here. That's Diamond Joe Casino with Willie G, Jeff Oskey, Josh Arnold, Pat Godwin coming up this Saturday night in Northwood, Iowa. These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.